Hello.
Oh, look at that.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening, travelers and adventurers,
How
and
is
welcome.
everyone? Oh my god.
Welcome to
Zach.
Aztec getting an immediate bingo point for Lowburn being on the wrong reactive.
We're losing it tonight. We're losing it tonight.
No.
You just got a second. Could you actually reference the bingo card?
You gotta
so-
lock the
Don't
fuck
put the
in,
gun on
Lowburn.
Oh shit, that's two.
I love
And Ark's
referencing
not-
the bingo
Art's
card.
not gonna be here. Art's not gonna be here
Also,
tonight.
Ark's
Just
not
to
gonna be
announce
here.
that. So that's a
He's-
third.
He's too busy gooning right now. Oh no, that's a fourth.
That's a fourth. Okay, well, here we go.
No, too busy gooning.
I'm really
He's not
pissed
late.
off.
He will not be
That's
here.
piss talk. That's number 5.
Why'd you bring up the piss talk one? I'm embarrassed that that's even fucking on the bingo card.
That's a really funny one to be on the bingo card because I didn't realize how much we make that
I know,
joke
it's-
until I was on there, and I became
Oh.
immediately more self-conscious about it.
I feel a little bit ashamed personally.
Every time it
Put on
gets
the
brought
card,
up, I just
Aztec,
black out.
Player becomes self-conscious.
You put the rollers become self-conscious of the bingo card on there.
The rollers start crying.
Hello,
15
everyone.
months.
Thank
Oh,
you for
it's
the
so good to
15
see you all.
months.
You're welcome.
Let me
Except
give-
It's also for me.
It is also for you.
It's for all of us.
Let me give hellos to
It's a
everybody,
history.
every lovely in the chat. We've got Aztec, we've got Paper, we've got Bookwyvern, we've got King of Fables, we've got Thaladrib, we've got Splatter King, we've got Dead Nettle, I don't know who that
Dreadtooth.
is.
Never seen them before.
We got Dreadtooth.
We have.
Hi, lovelies.
We've got Titty Vaps.
We got
I don't
Titty
know who she
Vaps.
is.
Is that how you say
she's
it? I've always been saying
She's always
vapes.
been there to support us. I don't know who she is though.
I've always been saying vapes.
Vapes.
It is Vape. It's Titty Vape. I just when I made my Twitch account, I forgot. I
The
put
E?
an I guess an S instead of an E, and I
Kitty
just
vape
did
is
not
an
realize.
amazing
And I was
fucking
like, you know
username.
what?
I just want to go on record saying that.
I was like, I like Titty Vaps. That's silly. I was like, that typo is staying.
I don't even think you can change it.
I think I realized maybe like maybe I didn't realize. I don't
Holy
think I did,
cow,
actually.
the Spaceman Zingo subscribed for 17 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Thank
more
you,
than-
whoever you are. I'm sure you
Time.
play a really annoying but lovable character.
I am not
Two more months in titty bath, just saying.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, you know
Two
what?
more months
Fuck
of
you.
Vape. Damn.
Wow.
Coming
Wow.
to blows already.
Not everybody
Wow.
has lawyer money.
I don't
Also,
anymore,
just
actually.
before
Thank you.
most things, I just kind of want to acknowledge it so all the player or all the chat says it. Strahd / Derek has been putting a lot of prep into this session. I am very excited for this session, and I kind of want to just give a bit of thanks to Derek for running this session.
Catherine, you were the sweetest of sweethearts, and I just, you know what? I really hope I don't let people down on this one. because
Let's
now that
give-
you've
You won't.
said-
Let's
By
give
all
Derek
means,
a
you're
round of applause for doing the masquerade. Woo!
Yay!
Thank you for the
Oh,
Meanwhile, the preparation is just like a Google Doc that's like a single bullet point that just says
Hold on.
masquerade mask, but sexy.
what?
Thank you so much for the 100 bits, and also, Catherine, thank you so much for the 2 gift subs. Congrats, everyone, and big round of applause for Derek for the hard work.
Thank you so
Yes, yes.
Hype train! But sexy, you say, yes, Fables.
That kind of, honestly, just kind of comes from the terms here. All right, so when are we getting inspiration?
Well, actually, I have an announcement. Before we
Hush,
begin any
boy,
of
not
that.
now.
Not yet. You lovelies out there might have noticed that we have a little follower goal up there on the top of the screen. Y'all see that? We're on
Oh, I
our
do
way to
see it.
400.
We
Holy
are.
shit. 4? Yeah,
have
let's,
36
yeah,
to
we're
go.
on 400, that's
what's
awesome.
gonna happen?
Tell all your friends about us.
I
What
swear to
else
God,
there-
if Strahd had a Scooby accent, the entire or a Shaggy
It would
accent,
be fantastic.
You know what happens
God.
at 400?
what happened?
We're gonna do a
400?
giveaway at 400. That's what. We're gonna be doing a
Ooh.
giveaway
Oh,
of our
yeah.
physical merch from TTRPG Swag when we hit 400 follows.
What are you giving away, winner? Sorry.
The raffle winner will get to pick what they
My
want from our
heart.
store.
It'll still be beating when you receive it in the
Epic.
box.
I'll
That
still
too.
be beating it.
Oh. I'm gonna straighten Jorkin it. And by it...
I just want to
I
say,
need my peanuts.
Derek, I'm now thinking of Matthew Lillard as Strahd, and that's like,
Like,
you hit me with a
Welcome to
fucking
my
light sword,
castle.
you dick.
I'm gonna drink from your neck.
You and my dad have to coordinate a Scooby-Doo and a Shaggy Halloween one year.
God, I love Matthew Lillard.
He's
Yeah,
great.
too.
He's a cool guy.
Dude.
I've loved him since Scream when I was a kid, and the fact that he's Springtrap now is the funniest thing to me.
I know.
I cannot think of a more perfect person.
Derek,
So
I was about
good.
to say, why didn't you put me on the board, and then I realized I was disguised as Ark.
Jack
You
Black
did
as
that.
Michael Athens.
Jack
Yeah,
Black.
we're all on the board. We all on the board, except for where's
Hello.
Where's Lobrin?
Where's
Hey, I'm
Lobrin?
not on Tailspire.
Oh, I thought
Well,
I
get
put
your
him
butt
on
in
the board.
Tailspire.
No, that was
Got
me
his
not being in the
retainers, but
program.
where's the man, the legend?
There he
he
is.
is.
You got
Where
it.
the fuck is Lobran?
Where's Basilka?
He's right
Oh
there. Oh
my
yeah, where's
God.
Basilka?
Where's
We
Esmeralda?
gotta get that bitch dressed.
Esmeralda's
Oh.
don't want to deal with her dog disease.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
is
Maybe she'll cure it. Probably not though.
Strahd's girlfriend? Well, I don't
Shakira,
forget her. I
Shakira.
forget her name. It's been forever since we talked to her.
Irina?
Irina. There we go.
Well, it's
I
not his
honestly forgot
girlfriend.
about
He
her.
wishes.
You forgot about Irina. She's like one of the most important.
She's like the reason this campaign's a thing, and I'm like, who are you?
She's the
Hey.
Mina Harker of this campaign.
To be fair, we haven't
you.
like
It's
interacted
been
with
so
her in many
long since I've
episodes.
seen you.
You don't remember my name, do you?
Stop
Stop it!
It started
Oh,
with a
you.
You.
Patricia?
Yumina.
Yumina.
You mean a lot to me.
Felicia. Yeah, you mean a lot to me.
Where Ark is placed right now, it looks like he's carrying the carriage.
Don't worry, guys. I'll get
Ark's
us there.
got this.
You
like-
get 3
You're
points of
not.
exhaustion, and may God
I
have
will get us
mercy on
there
your
in
soul.
due time.
all right. Let's get into inspiration real quick. Get this over with. Bite the bullet. Faerun won the player inspiration last week.
It is.
Oh, hey.
You guys
don't
were
remember
all
that. Thank
you were
you.
all about Faerun.
Oh,
But it was a
What the fuck?
landslide over in the community inspiration. Lobrin took it with Neri a second place.
Wow.
Wow.
Lobrin.
Congrats.
Yes, Lobrin. Yes, King.
Yes, King.
I like how Zach's response is Lobrin.
Lobrin.
Lobrin's
He said
voice.
it in the. I don't think I've
Pokemon
ever heard Zach
response,
say
yeah.
Lobrin
That's
if
his
it wasn't
name
in the
his
voice.
role-playing voice.
Every time Zach says Lobrin, the voice just comes out.
Wait,
right?
I need to
It's a
cheer so
I'm
I can
gonna-
get an emote.
I'm gonna DM Falco and tell them they should doodle Lobrin as a Pokemon.
Give Falco a break. That poor burr. Poor
No, don't Falco.
Poor boy.
I'm intercepting.
Doing so much hard.
Hey, thank you for the 100 bits.
What did
Thank you.
was that hype trade
I
emote?
made this drink too strong.
Lobramon. Yeah, look, what you call it. Falco did make the most amazing outfit for Lobrin.
Don't you worry. We're gonna share with the class.
He's gonna
Don't
be
you
the
worry.
prettiest girl at the party.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're doing it.
No, I'm not.
Falco put in the effort so you could have that, and
It's
you're
not
doing
up to
it.
you anymore.
Wow, I have a 40.
Falco
I'm
even
almost
told me
at
they
my
wouldn't.
45 watch streak, which would have been doubled.
Hey,
What did I
we
get?
got a
What did I
chest.
get?
Oh, it's very cute.
Oh, I got a little bear.
I got like a laughing dog thing.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it says choo choo. Batter up. I don't know why it
I
says
like the laughing
choo-choo.
dog.
Very
Hold
cute.
on. I want the laughing dog. Where's my laughing fucking dog?
Well, where's your hype chest? Are you on? Are you claiming your hype chest?
I got this instead,
Oh, that's
which
cute.
is appropriate.
I
Because
wish I got the button mash.
The
I would
button
make way
mash.
more use
I
of
still got
that.
a bird. Come on.
Aztec! How'd you get
Bird.
that cool bird?
Little
Watch
Kiwi
that be
bird.
like a global Twitch.
Damn it,
thing.
Winter, you got the button mash?
I've had the button.
Ah, I love that.
Usually I'll get the same on that train.
As everyone
That's
else,
how
right?
it works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what happens to me. Like last time we all got the gritty goose.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the Gritty Goose is from like Twitch stuff?
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
so.
that was from Hype Chest.
Do I have it?
that was
I
from
do.
the hype chest.
There you go.
Thought
Got
this
it.
was
Love
just
the
some
Gritty
evil, and I
Gritty
adore it.
goose. I almost said a gritty goat. Why
I
can't
need
a
to
goat hit
commission.
gritty?
I
A
need
goat
to
should be
commission
able to.
someone to get in the campaign I run, Safe Haven. My player has a crow familiar or a raven. I
Yeah,
need to
yeah, I know that
commission
one.
the raven to get the gritty.
Oh, that would be so good.
He's
I have this?
witty.
Speaking of which, guys, you should check out Safe Haven on Wednesdays over on Ash's
It's very
channel.
good.
We have a dance emote with it.
That's really cute.
All right.
All right. So I begin. Any other announcements? Anything else?
Hi, Annika.
Hi, Annika.
One resounding fuck before we begin.
Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. I
I'm
hope you
still-
all are well.
Hang in there, everyone. We shall have ourselves a good old night, no matter what. And
Absolutely.
Logan, why don't you
It's
take
a
it
time
away?
of it's a time of the ball. It's a time of drinking. Lots of drinking.
Yeah. That's true. I'm doing that. Logan, take it away. Do a drum solo.
Woo. Good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Nope. Don't even respond to my requests anymore.
Oh.
What session are we on? Oh, yes. I did not publish this one, so we're going to have to go to the Google Drive real quick.
Man, you've been
Somebody
slacking on the recaps.
Somebody buy me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Why?
That means he didn't write it.
No, I did write it. I just got to pull it up on Google Drive. Hold on. I didn't publish it because I didn't edit it. All right, here we go. Wait a minute. Session 30. Oh, I titled the session wrong. Session 33. Thank you for that delay, Derek. Appreciate that.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. On October 31st, 2024, the Halloween session. As the party settled in for the night, Twyla asked about Vasilka, whereupon Lobran chimed in and said they could teach her etiquette for the ball, a task he was ultimately charged with. Meanwhile, Aragol spoke with Favrin, discussing the events that had transpired with the children, as she asked to sleep with him tonight.
Don't make it sound like that.
That's exactly what happened.
Like
That's
next
exactly
to
what
him.
happened.
Like, can I sleep with you tonight? That's what the words were.
I'm going through a hard time, so can we get busy?
Yeah, I'm going through a hard time. Do you want to trauma bond with me? Can I?
The Riz by trauma.
The Riz by trauma.
If it works, it works.
The fucking zombie apocalypse Riz.
Listen.
Strahd.
Meanwhile, Twyla took the elevator downward to speak with Van Richten and was gifted a necklace. She attempted to make further headway in the book, but ultimately failed, although she did spend the night
Oh.
with Van Richten. Oh.
Ooh.
It's like,
You
oh.
were more than just a necklace.
Yeah. Gave her a pearl necklace.
Hey!
As the morning...
Oh,
Found it.
As
Whoa.
the morning arose, Favrin and Lucia woke exhausted, quickly deducing that it may have been a result of them taking items from the Shrine of Mother Night. They called for Twyla and Van Richten, who said he could perhaps help them, but only one of them. Lucia and Favrin tried to sleep another 4 hours, which benefited Favrin, but not Lucia. In either event, the party prepared and continued onward in their travels to Valaki. Favrin was basically the one chosen to get the benefit. That's why she was feeling better. They arrived at the unmanned gate in Smoking City as they were led along the walls, entering through a side passage and stealthing forward. They overheard and soon observed a procession of the Burgomeister. What was his name again, Derek?
Burger
It's
Man.
Dmitry Kreskov.
Kreskov. Wait, I thought it was...
The Burgermaster's name is Dimitri?
No, the Burgomaster.
Yeah, Burgermaster of Kresk?
No, for for Valaki.
Oh, my mistake.
It's something with a V, right?
Thought you were talking. Yeah, that's Vargas Valakovic. Totally
Vargas.
different guy. They don't even look remotely
All right.
similar.
V name.
Yes, Burgomaster Valakovich in Stockades, with a mob preaching against him and mentioning one dead under his watch, whom the party deduced to be the Fisher person who had been kidnapping. There's too many A names. What was the name?
How
Yeah,
soon,
there's
also
how
many
soon
names.
we forget about Bluto Kakarov?
Kidnapping the he's
Him
not
and
notable enough.
Campaign.
Fair
Too
enough.
many A names.
Also, the name of
Aldrin, Alvara,
the name
Aurora.
of Aragal, your friend's proxy daughter, is
Aragal.
Arabelle.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Arabelle.
Arabelle.
There's tons of A and V names in this goddamn game.
All right. Yes, it was the Fisher person who had been kidnapping Arabelle, who had been the one that was killed, and they found the body. Aragol was the murderer, of course. Fiona watched her, the woman who had hired Aragol to kill for the party. Walked her.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna whop ya. I'm gonna.
Got your ass.
Motherfucker. You said rest stop. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
Fiona
you're right.
walked her, the woman who hired Aragol to kill the party for reasons still unknown, was poised to take leadership of the town should anything happen to the Burgermeister.
Not our problem right now. Not our problem.
We couldn't care less.
Meanwhile, Lobrin, Ark, and Faerun crept back to the Blue Water Inn, where they met again with the Mardukov family, ultimately having a conversation about... let me get his name. What was the name of the fucking guy, the Mardukov guy that we met?
Oh, the new guy?
Adrian.
Yes, of course it's a fucking A name!
Sorry,
Why
buddy.
is it Adrian? Why
Because
couldn't
it is-
it be like Keith?
Keith Markov.
Keith Mardukov.
This one's name is Bob.
Well, Lobrin, Ark, and Faerun crept back to the Blue Water Inn with the Mardukov family, who said that the vineyard had been destroyed. There they had a conversation with Adrian, who discussed that he was going to go after his wife. The party pled with him to just wait an additional day, to which he ultimately agreed
Declined.
after some persuasion.
Oh, I thought I declined.
No, he agreed after.
Someone
I
got
think
a nat 20.
Ark and he declined when I said something, but when Ark and Faerun kind of chimed in, he agreed. Meanwhile, Lucia and Twyla went to collect the party's attire for the ball from the tailor. She asked where the ball was going to take place, of which they responded Castle Ravenloft. She then had a alarmed look on her face as she decided she ultimately encouraged the party to leave and not state that they had been involved with her in any way. The party began to reconvene as they were planning to head to Castle Ravenloft for the ball that evening. And that was where we left off.
Ouch.
Oh, yes. That is indeed where you guys left off, with you guys just arriving at a familiar Vistani camp on a hill, several carts arranged around it. Although far quieter than the last time you left it. It, of course, was previously introduced to you as you were bringing back wine to the camp for the first time in a very long time. People were quite happy to see you. And as you approach this time, some people hail Aragal, but people basically don't look at you at all. People are tending their sheep, their horses, otherwise tending fires, kind of settling down for the night, gambling here and there. There's no dancing, there's no merrymaking. And then there's Luvas, who's sharpening a blade along a leather strap in front of his tent, who kind of like looks up, that perpetual scowl on his face, and just kind of grunts at you guys as you arrive. Aragal, for his part, kind of gives something of a quick smile, bows his head, and says, "Brother, I'll be taking the cart for a little while. Don't mind it. You won't be using it anyway." His brother only grunts in return. Aragal turns to you all, gives you a shrug, and says, "All right then, start strapping the horses."
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought guns were hard to get.
Oh my god. The
I
horses
got that
stay
motherfucking
strapped
thing
around
on them.
here. When there's this many wolves around.
So what are we doing? Are we getting dressed as we travel there, or are we just like super quickly changing in the wagon like as we get closer?
That is entirely your call. For that, and for that part as well, if you would, not only if you do decide on changing your garb now, I need you to, number one, describe your outfit and where one might find a visual of it, visual representation.
Well,
but also describe to me
Okay.
what effects you would be taking off in order to don it upon yourself.
Like taking our armor off?
Yes, amongst other things.
Oh, did not think about that.
Yep, we're gonna lose
Provided
a lot
you
of
are,
stuff.
provided you are. Maybe your armor is fashioned into your formal wear. This is entirely for you to say, and so long as you're making a reasonable argument, I can't tell you what garb you are and aren't wearing.
my AC is just a 14. Like I'm not wearing armor,
All right.
so
Wait, we have to take off our armor?
If you're getting in your formal attire.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
I will be getting in my
just
formal
polish
attire.
yourself up. Polish up your
well,
pieces.
My armor is leather, so I assume that I would still have some pieces padded in there for my armor. I have the what are they called? The priest stole, which could help serve as that.
Sure.
A bit heavier than normal, but
You could
it
also
allowed me to get the art for it.
Of course.
I gotta scroll up in DM, me and DM
And
the
for those
Witcher
of
to
you
find
that
it.
are
We've been talking
in
a
our
lot.
Discord, please take a look at this because our party members commissioned some very talented artists, some of which even in our community, for their little.
I think almost all of them in our
character
community.
arts. And I have to tell
Yeah.
you, they are spectacular. I was very impressed with each and
I
every
am
one.
going to put mine in our.
And I believe they're now implemented into the slideshow, so maybe you guys could even see it during break as
Ooh,
well.
are they really fantastic?
Ooh.
I know we've definitely sent all of, like, we sent these 3 photos already.
But we're
Me-
resending them now because they're
Yeah, we're
relevant. Damn it.
resending them. What is this? That's
Start
a
here?
PDF.
All right, let me hold on. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
my formal wear in the Discord really quick while I then, I guess, talk to Derek about how I want to do this because I didn't think this through.
No problem.
Okay, so there's my
Sorry.
dress. And also, before I say I'm getting changed, can I ask you a question?
You certainly can.
So obviously, I'm a wizard.
Yes, you are.
Wizard.
I'm a wizard. I am wearing studded leather for my blade singing and now blood huntering.
I forget you do that sometimes.
Yeah. My dress has like a lot of armaments on it. If
Okay.
you look at it. Like, I don't know if you've looked at the art of it or not. It has
So just
pieces
now.
on the chest, it has bracers, it has like leg pieces.
All right then.
Would I be able to argue it having the same properties?
The same properties as full studded leather. I don't think so.
Oh.
I'll compromise with you. I'll give you the effects of studded leather minus 2 AC. Does that sound reasonable?
The what?
I'll
The
say that
effects of
it
studded
gives.
leather minus 2 AC.
Yeah, so
Well,
I'll
then
say
there's
that
no
it-
point in wearing the studded leather.
Is it only +2?
I'm pretty sure it's +2.
It is +2, yeah.
Holy shit!
It's
Okay,
really funny.
how does +1 sound?
Eric, you haven't been throwing a lot of armor at us.
Yeah, you got the armor you started with.
My AC is 14 and I'm level 7.
Oh, man.
You're wild shape.
Be right back.
You're wild shape.
No, just wild shape.
I know.
I'll
It's
grant
just
you-
funny the way you said that.
I was like, you're a druid, you don't need it. And then it was just like, well, wild shape.
You know what? I'm not going to penalize you for getting fun outfits. Just keep your armor, all of you.
Yeah!
It doesn't seem because no one,
for me.
with the exception of anyone that's wearing like full raiment, plate, or stuff like that. If you wanted to change and say you were going into like a masquerade gown from that, then maybe we'd have a conversation. But otherwise,
Well, let me describe my outfit for you.
certainly.
Because I didn't get art done, so I can say whatever I want.
Well, go ahead.
Let me
Okay.
finish eating this slice of white pizza.
Okay, well, while you're finishing eating, can we describe what we were going to before?
Yeah, well, you like steamrolled over them. Settle down, boy. Eat your pizza in silence.
Oh, my apologies, Scott.
I think Catherine started. You wanted to
I'm here.
start?
For what? Sure, what?
Well, with your outfit change.
Oh, you go ahead, y'all. I'm bad at descriptions like this, so give me a minute.
Okay, no worries. I will say that Twyla will ask, as we're all gathering around, she'll look to the cart and go, would anyone mind helping me with the clasps in the back? I think she made this very well, but it's a bit tricky. I can't really reach it.
For his part, Aragal is a bit away from your cart right now, and Arabelle has sort of come up to him, and he's sort of like on one knee talking to her in a hushed tone. Seems entirely preoccupied by that. But Ark, who's currently getting the reins on the horses, kind of like looks off to the side and says, "Oh, I can help if you need."
Oh, well, thank you, Ark. Much appreciated. Just don't mind Dollop, he bites.
Hey, Ark, why don't you suggest that the party goes in a different direction? No reason particular.
Check out that paladin fortress before the ball. Says Art.
We can make a detour, like.
You know,
So
guys, suddenly I have a lot of information I think you'll want to hear.
Okay, so I'll just say Twyla is going to put on her dress, which is a mix of textures of like this like gossamer white fabric and like flowy blue chiffons that kind of come down into a little bit of a train. It has a lot of gold detailing and adornments on them all, with a white, almost like owl-like little masquerade mask that she has, and tall boots. And the only thing that kind of stinks about this, Derek, is that I now have to describe something important to a player that's not even here.
Oh.
Which is why I was hoping. It's fine. But I guess as Ark is helping Twyla, he would notice that covered across her entire back and across her like whole like neckline, not like neckline, but like the collarbone area, like her chest and all down her back are like very thin, just strikes of like scarring everywhere.
Although you can't see him, he's at your back. You feel like the pacing of the lacing. As he kind of gets to work suiting you up, and there's a brief moment where he pauses, but he doesn't say a word and gets right back to work. It isn't long before you're entirely done up and looking proper.
Dollop bites his hand.
Oof.
That might be worth messaging Ark about.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll do so after the session.
Who next? Lucia, did you go?
Can we just go down the row?
Sure. Lobrin, go ahead.
Ooh,
You're not wearing anything different. Polish yourself.
Brunor and Elizabeth.
I actually am wearing something slightly different.
Kind of both sidle up next to you. Brunor, for his part, says, "Well, it's normally my position as Master of Arms to be donning and doffing your armors. What do you have in mind for tonight?"
So I'm gonna thank you, Fables. Yes, I did eat. So I have like the idea I had was if I'm gonna leave the armor on, I'm kind of just gonna go with inspiration from a friend of mine, Aztec, for at least part of the outfit, and then I have another idea. So we're gonna do the Shakespearean collar with like frills towards the hands more so.
Okay.
So it's a little, obtuse and kind of out there as an outfit. Name drop, yeah, I know. Clip that and hold on to it forever, my friend. You are welcome. And then the other thing I was thinking was, as opposed to his normal, kind of like half cape shroud that he wears with the kind of a the brooch is sort of has the symbol of his house on it, Broken Gulf. He's gonna unclasp that, take the hook off it, and wear this sort of, and this is the part that came from perhaps the tailor's shop, a larger, much more ornate, kind of deep red cape that has a lot of like heft to it and thickness, and is, in many respects, much more regal, some might say. It's sort of, surrounded by a white fur, kind of embroidery, that's also pretty thick, and maybe is speckled with black dots as well within that fur, just to add to sort of the kind of eclectic elements of this look. But overall, you can sort of see it and describe it as this nobleman looking a little garish, a little gaudy, in a way, but at the same time, like it's something where you might hear somebody describe it as fashion. in certain circles of the nobility. But I would say definitely the cape is probably the most important element of the piece and what catches people's eyes first. So he'll describe that to his boy Brunor.
And Brunor, for his part, gets right to work. These effects being some of the meager, like kind of more individualized components of an outfit that Elise put together for you hastily. You being slightly more of a challenge than some of the others. But Brunor and Elizabeth both get to work quickly, and it isn't long before you're done up in a full monkey suit, so to speak. And though it is a little gaudy, a little
just
garish...
call the man a monkey.
No.
Though
it is gaudy, though it is garish, you certainly look the part at being at a uppity, very formal ball, armor or otherwise.
I didn't know Lobrin wore Prada.
I would say, so I would say beyond, the collar and the frills around his hands and the large cape, everything else is kind of just the same. He'll make sure Brunor takes good care of the armor. It's shining best. But otherwise, he's still kind of adorning it. It kind of looks almost like, like a military commander with a bit of style has come in to the ball and is presenting for a formal occasion, maybe perhaps having been called in just like a day prior or something. That would be how I describe it. Yes. Next. Favorite.
Okay, Farron.
Okay, it's me. It's a me. So Farron's outfit, it was inspired by something that I saw. It was inspired by an outfit design by Lonary Lanari on DeviantArt. To give them creds to the outfit inspo that I got because thankfully they put their name there. So it's, I would say, Winter, what would you call this green color? I wouldn't say it's sage. I wouldn't say
Moss.
it's like a lime. I would say it's
Sorry.
moss. That's more my hair.
It's like a willowy kind of green.
It's okay. Let's go with that. So it's a willowy green dress with sort of sheer cream underdress where there's a slit in the side of the green dress. It sort of like goes together. And up top where her bust is, it's a little flowy, it's a little frilly, where she sort of has two layers of frill and flow, just resting atop her breastises. I don't know, I'm really bad at explaining things.
On her collar, you.
And above
rogue.
that, along her collar line and up towards her neck, there is that same sheer material that is sort of like a sparkly, creamy color. I really regret saying creamy.
You're for sure right now.
Adorned along the dress, like from her neckline across the cut of the dress along her shoulders, which is a low cut, and down her arms, there is sort of like a rusted gold, not rusted gold, but it's like a rustic inspired golden color of, I guess, armwear, bodywear. It's sewn into the dress and comes down to cover her arms, sort of like, instead of like having bracelets, she just kind of like puts on these little like golden vines onto her arms. And it's stitched into the right in between where her cleavage is as well on the dress.
Yippee! Sorry.
There's openings on the side right under, so it appears, if you were looking at the dress from the side, you might think it's two pieces, but from the front, it is one piece. From the back, it zips. I would say that it laces up from the bottom up, and then the back is open. Up until she gets to like sort of the neck region, I guess. So there is an opening in the back, like there is openings on both of her sides where she has some skin showing. I'm really bad at Winter, can you just explain it instead? Even though I just wasted like 5 minutes explaining what I'm
I think
wearing.
that was a sufficient job. I got the
Oh,
picture.
you got it. Also, Artsy, thank you so much for the 9-month subscription.
Thank you. And I
We're
think
going
that
to Lucia. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think that as she's getting on her outfit, she's gonna poke her head out, and she's gonna whistle towards Aragol. Like just
Aragol.
like hey.
Aragol stops mid like
This is what you
lifting
can
her
have.
bell
Like
into the
their
air
dogs.
from under her arms. He's kind of like lifting his niece, and he kind of looks over to you, places his niece down, and then he just kind of, you hear him kind of whispering, say, "All right, go play now, and not too far. Stay close." And he kind of walks over to the side of the cart and kind of clears his throat. Just goes,
And I'm
"You
gonna
certainly needed
Awooga.
something."
Auga. So I have, I guess, like a curtain of a cart or whatever the hell there is shielding me, and I'm gonna say, I'm all good up front, but can you lace me up in the back?
And he just kind of like looks around a little bit, kind of like looks towards the others. We're all kind of donning their own thing at this point. And since none of them are paying attention, he, slightly red in the face, just says, "All right, turn around, make it quick, quick."
Okay. So ground my I will grab, not ground. Need to ground myself right now. I will grab my long ass fucking hair and try to get it out of the way for him
And
to help me.
he, even though you can't see what he's doing, you can feel that he's quite dexterous with it. He's lacing that shit up in like 2 seconds flat. And
That's
then
so
as he kind of pulls it, he pulls it like he maybe laces it a little bit tightly, kind of clears his throat a little bit, and says, "How does that feel?"
It's what? Huh? He said what?
He said, "How does that feel?"
How does that feel?
Perfect.
All right. Then.
And then I'm gonna turn around and look at his stupid face.
He just kind of
Just
like
smile.
looks away a little bit, and he says, "This didn't happen. Don't tell anyone."
It did. I
You know
saw
I'm
it all.
fully clothed, right?
Meanwhile,
She says
Just
what?
standing there.
everyone's just like
Yes,
staring
like
at
pokes
them.
her head in yet, dude.
Was it good for you?
I'm sorry, that never happens. That never happened to me before.
It's just been a long time. I don't want to talk about it.
And then,
Oh my
the shot of your
God.
back.
Oh my god.
I'm fully clothed, you know. There's
To be
nothing wrong
fair,
with
I would.
helping me.
It's much like him. I would also lose my mind at the sight of her back.
Don't call me, don't text me. And he just runs away.
Oh my god. Oh, we got a bonk from Bookman.
You would have seen, like, from where the zipper starts, if it had started any lower, it's like, you know how, like, the dress will start, like, right above where your ass is?
Tailbone.
So I just want you to know that, yeah, you're like your tailbone, like, he was lacing up from, like, there.
Yeah. And
Well,
it was
damn.
really impressive for him to lace up that entire.
It's a matter of
entire
2
thing.
seconds.
Well, with one hand too.
It's a matter
Oh
of
my
2
god.
seconds.
Wow. There we go. No.
No, I'm kidding. That's not true. That's not what
And the
happened.
last thing I want to say
Paper banner.
No!
is, what do you think?
He just kind of steps back a little bit, looks towards the group again, all busy, looks towards his brother in the Vistani. Then he looks back and he kind of like gives you an up and down a little bit, flares his brow ever so slightly and says, "That'll do."
That'll do.
I'm just gonna smirk and I'm gonna walk off into the cart and say, "I'm ready, everybody!"
All right, let me check the horses. And he kind of meanders off a little bit. Now, real quick, before we wander off, I know we're spending a lot
We
of
didn't
time
get to
on
do
description.
Lucia.
Oh, we did.
You are so right. Oh my god.
Well, okay, so Lucia, not a dress compared to all the others, but a
Oh God, our Lord.
a combination between a tuxedo and priest garbs. She's wearing what essentially would be a turtleneck underneath her jacket with the priest collar.
Fuck yeah. I'm sure there's a word for that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Her tux does kind of frill at the bottom to where it gives the illusion of a dress from behind, but she is wearing leather leggings. Or I guess whatever the material would be for this.
That's it.
She has heels,
Mother.
black and white, basically all over except for bright gold that brims out through the ends of the stole, where both sides have the Lathander symbol, as well as the Lathander medallion she keeps on her neck. As for her mask, it's somewhat interesting. She is wearing a black blindfold with what can only be described as a white porcelain mask underneath with
Fuck
black
yeah.
lipstick.
I'm in that confession booth sweating. That's another thing that I have
That's
to
crazy.
quickly go over real quick.
The confession booth?
No! Elise would have made each of you a mask, considering what you requested was for a masquerade ball.
Oh yes.
You would have requested something specific from her, each of you. Very quickly, give me a description, going down the line, of what your mask is.
I already said mine.
An owl mask?
I'm a
Yeah,
cat.
it's like right at her eyes. It goes like covers her eyes and nose, and it's like white and kind of wispy with like feather-like shapes, almost
Aha!
like
I see
implying
it
a
now.
mask.
I see
Like no,
it
not
now.
a mask. I'm sorry, like an owl-like mask.
Dollop is very fond of it. Robert,
Oh.
Just like a plain white mask, but over each of the eyebrows says a word. It says like "fuck" on one eyebrow and then "you" on the other eyebrow.
Oh well.
you dead ass?
No. I'll take a simple white mask. Yeah, like,
the Kanye shit.
I'll take a simple ladder shades. I actually probably should do ladder shades. No, simple white mask, elongated nose, mustache.
Long
Oh my
nose.
god. Your sniffle.
With like, there's like a red kind of a line adornment that traces through the defining features.
I can picture that perfectly in my head. Good description. Go ahead, Varen. Real quick.
It's just gonna be
Ouch.
something golden that highlights her high cheekbones and her elven features, and it's going to be similar to the vine decor that she has on her dress.
Splendid. And we have the Veil of Justice for Lucia, which was already well described. Okay, so in short order, the wagon is put into working order once again. Looks like it's been settled down for quite some time. And as you go in there to change, Farron, it's clear he forgot, or maybe he would have hurriedly gone in there and be like, hold on, don't look. There are wine bottles strewn about, an unmade bed. There's a little stove that hasn't been shoveled out, and that's ash all in it. It's definitely a bachelor pad.
There's like a crusty magazine on the bed.
Yeah.
The magazines in D&D.
Playboy.
There could
Just a
be.
bunch of parchment bound together.
I'm gonna look at it.
Why is there a hole in it?
I'm gonna chuckle.
Wait a minute, Mira!
No.
Don't say that. Don't you say that name.
There's
Oh
a
my
calendar,
God.
Strahd's Wives 2020.
I guess
That's
I'll
terrible.
glance over at Chuckle and say, one would assume there's no misses then, if this is how you're living. And I'm
Hey.
gonna sort of.
He just
Well,
got like
damn.
perched up. You could see he's like turned around, but you could see that his posture kind of goes stiff as a board as he turns around, and he's just kind of like wide-eyed. And then he says, "Don't tell the others. This is my business. That's not theirs."
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
All right, and the horses are attached to that darn carriage, and it's put together mostly neatly. Argal, before heading out, kind of runs in there and shovels out some empty bottles and garbage, and he says, "All right,
Real quick,
Go ahead."
sorry, I just wanted to add before we leave. Vasilka, she has a dress too, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Vasilka.
Do we want to describe that real quick, or DM? Do you
It
want
was
to?
just a red
Sure.
dress.
Yeah, she has been
Right?
previously put into this in Elise's workshop itself. And it is a simple, if elegant, understated red dress that highlights her very kind of like blue-toned pale skin. And for her part, you can clearly tell how, like, from across the room, this would be quite the dainty, pretty thing. She stands with her hands clasped in front of her. She kind of just like looks along, kind of doe-eyed and slightly empty-headed the way she always does. Still not immediately clear if there's someone home with her, or if she's just like many other flesh golems and just kind of a construct that sort of mimics human behavior.
Well, damn. Yeah,
None the
please, so
same,
heartless
it's,
about it.
I'm sorry, Vasilka, I'm sorry. None the same, she certainly looks the part of a formal partygoer, to your eyes, anyway. And without any objections, I will have you lot go and get on the road. Ooh, on the frickin' road.
It's time.
Guys,
We're
it's-
going.
Is it Svalish Woods or Svalik?
Or is it the bomb?
I am going to have us. What do you think? Should I take it? Because the moment we get there, there's going to be a good amount of exposition. Should I have us take an early 10-minute pee break, smoke break, whatever you gotta do break?
I think that works.
That's whatever would be easiest for you.
Okay,
Sure, yeah,
I
I'm fine
think
with that.
perhaps that's probably wise. Let's take a quick 10 minutes to refill our drinks, run to the bathroom if you need to, go on Smoko.
Maybe that
And
during
we
the
will
stream.
we will be back post haste at 7:58.
Okay,
Please
sounds
enjoy,
good.
Please enjoy
Okay.
this slideshow of beautiful art. Just
We will be
wonderful.
back in 10 minutes, lovelies. Enjoy the slideshow, and then when we get back to it, we'll have the ball.
Oh yes. BRB.
Aztec's right, there is magazines in D&D.
Covered ones?
There's naughty ones.
Arcane comes out soon. Yippee.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. That is true. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch it immediately because I'm already like trying to catch up on a different TV show right now.
What show are you watching?
I'm watching a horror show that came out called From.
Don't lie to me.
No, I'm serious. It's called From.
It's really funny.
It makes it hard to look up.
The From Show.
The From show.
I need watching Over the Garden Wall makes me want to continue watching Gravity Falls.
You should. Gravity Falls is a great show.
One of
Oh,
those shows I think, oh my god, that got on the air.
what the fuck? Favoryn's saved twice for some reason, but only okay. That's why it was there for a really long time. Sorry, gang. I'll fix that by next session.
I love League of Legends.
No. I don't want to see you fall down the same pitfalls that we spent years on.
Well, it's a bit too late for that. This game started off as my post-breakup game, and now it's just the game I play.
That's fair. I feel like almost everyone at some point has had a League of Legends phase.
I know I feel awful that I have one because I remember being like 13 watching my brother play. Like, I'll never play this game. This game looks like ass. And here I am.
And here it is. Also, Aztec, that is true. A lot of people that worked on Gravity Falls split off and then ended up making a whole bunch of different shows. And it's kind of the same thing with Over the Garden Wall. Because Over the Garden Wall is a product of a lot of animators that worked on stuff like Adventure Time or Flapjack and like stuff like that.
I could believe the Flapjack representation due to how fucked up that show is.
There's like a chart somewhere that shows you like the animators that worked on and like designers that worked on those shows and how they fractured off to like what other shows they then moved like had hands in. And you can definitely see the influences on that one for sure.
I wonder if any of them did Infinity Train. I need to watch that show, but I don't remember where you can watch it now because it's basically removed on most of the actual sites.
I like heard about that when it was like released, but then I didn't hear anything else about it.
I heard it was really good.
They cancel it or something?
It just ended, but now, you know, like, digital media is horrible, so... Like, it's starting to slowly get removed from every streaming service available on.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Me. It's
I
me
love
again.
that is my fucking favorite art.
I'm happy you guys like that so much.
Look at Loburn's face, dude.
The Lobern
Which
face.
one is
have-
it? My stream might be delayed.
The
It was
the chibi one that I made.
We need more chibi stickers, we need more chibi art like that. We need stickers.
I want every important scene or every funny scene done in chibi art.
I want, what I specifically think would be a really fun, like, shirt for Strahd specifically, is the thing Aztec keeps doing with the emotes, where it's like,
That's why they're like around the
all huddled around
campfire.
the campfire, and like Loburn's pushed away.
Oh man, poor Lobren. Give the guy a break.
If I make
Yes,
more
okay.
chibi art, I have to keep drawing Loburn's face the same way.
Lobren's got like the perfect face for like emoting,
Perfect.
for like like little funny emotes.
What the grasp?
Falco's the goat for that.
Audrin and Cliff, the boys.
This is just before they like sloppy kiss.
I ship it!
Get it? Cause he's a pirate.
Ha ha, and Cliff does ocean stuff. Ha.
Oh, it's my boy.
Ugh. I'm tired.
Yeah, oh boy, it's been a long day. It's been a long week.
I know, I haven't really slept the past couple nights. Aztec, exactly that.
Oh my god. At least he's got his retainers.
The fucking hand emote is so funny. I don't know
It
where
is
that
really
came
funny.
from.
I gotta say, she looks fantastic.
She does. Everyone did a really good job with their designs.
Looks like a real boss bee.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be strolling into that masquerade looking pretty tops.
Oh yeah.
That fucking Aurora art. I wish I could like add gifs to stream so I could use that cat pillow one.
The one where he's just like shaking the pillow.
Yeah.
What Aurora art?
The one with Aurora and
So
Zakira.
sad.
Oh, yes.
Love that Gonzo got art done of like with Zakira of his fucking character Damien.
I think that's so cute and I love it. Also, I love her expression. She looks so cute. Pour more alcohol. I mean, potion.
Derek!
I don't know what alcohol is. Keep that away from me.
My goodness. Yeah, the Favorite and Yara art is also so incredibly good. All of the art in the
No,
slideshow is so incredibly good.
A lot of
No,
colors.
Lucia.
So good. And then there's that one piece that the most recent piece I commissioned.
What would you use
Where
for your
she-
points for now?
I would bark at her. The one by Viren.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That shit had me barking, and that's my own character.
Don't worry, Paper. We're gonna reinvent how we work the point system as soon as we figure out how to, like, keep doing what we're doing in a safe way that doesn't make Twitch mad. Or YouTube, for that matter.
Fucking love that Humi piece.
It's very
So
good. I
funny.
do regret not getting a Milo Goblin.
I think they might open them up again sometime.
Maybe sometime.
That one's also really good.
Those Lucia ones are really great.
Poor girl. Poor girl. I just want to ruffle her hair.
It's Mook! Hi, Mook!
There's Aurora's
Hiya, Mook.
Hi, Mook.
girlfriend.
Aurora's girlfriend, the Goblin.
Alvara?
Yeah, Gabara. And Aurora said they're dating.
That feeling when knee surgery is tomorrow. I don't know why. Why is that a meme right now? What is that about?
What?
I love that because there's an entire group that's just like knee surgery memes. I don't know why that is. Hee. I love Twyla very much.
I think her dress came out pretty cute.
She is very gorgeous to me. I love her.
She is very gorgeous to me.
I love that gift so much.
The audio's great.
Oh, what the hell? Slideshow.
Slideshow, what happened?
Slideshow,
It
what
died.
did you
It
do?
ended.
Well, we only got
Is it
30
over?
seconds left. Yeah, they're just like, you've seen enough.
Oh, there it comes.
It was really important that they showed us some wood real quick.
It was like, well, that's enough. Quickly show a Phlox fan art. I don't know if it's gonna cycle in time. Instead, it's
Phlox
gonna
is
end on
evil.
Audrin and Aztec being evil as they plot together.
That's my favorite art of Audrin. He looks good. Looks damn good.
All right, are we ready?
Well, gracious.
I think
Back
so.
already?
As much as will be.
Yeah.
Hold on, real
I might
quick.
have to go AFK to get food, but we'll be good.
No worries.
Hello, Bryn. Are you there?
Oh, Bryn.
All right, let's move over to. Hey,
Whoa!
Box and Pens. How you guys doing?
Wow, thank you for the raid, Vox. Hello and welcome.
Oh, hey everyone.
Hey!
Oh, hello. I realize I was muted this whole time.
Welcome, Raiders. We're about to start the Masquerade. You're just in time.
Masquerade. That's right. Can I have you guys please transfer to the?
No.
Oh, well, all right. The map C.Svalish Woods, if you would be so kind.
Oh, not the Svalish Woods. I thought we'd be done with this place.
Oh no, man, the woods
That's
are all
how we
there
gotta
is.
go through everything.
Every time.
I am.
If my dress gets ruined, I'm going to cry.
Do we have mending?
That's true.
Someone does,
Well,
probably.
Someone
me.
does?
I don't.
Probably? Oh, wait, I don't have it.
but I don't.
I'll have it.
I don't have mending. I do have mending. We're good.
I have prestidigitation.
That sounds good enough.
I have mending. We're okay.
Oh yeah, that's true, because you used it on Van Richten's lock when we broke it.
You know what? I almost forgot about that.
Oh, I did do that. I forgot we robbed him before we met him.
Yeah.
You guys made a
I'm
great
sorry,
first impression.
Pookie.
And yeah,
Alright.
like
It's
first
alright, you
he's...
made it up to him.
We technically
Why'd you
did.
place
Now
that
I stole
Argyle
his guns.
twice?
Did I?
Yes, he's behind Vasilka and in
I
front
guess
of
I just
Twyla.
really like Argo. Okay. All right. Anyway, so you
Where's
guys make your
Lobrin?
way. Oh my
I'm
god.
always
That's who
forgotten.
we meant to put down.
I know. It's
I'm always forgotten. It's alright.
No, it's because I
Oh my
always confuse you
god,
with
be
Ark.
quiet, Zachary.
Anyway, where was I? You guys make your way onto the road with Arigal at the helm of his own cart. Well, makes sense. Probably is a little uncomfortable with anyone else driving it. And it's not long before you start to recognize that this is one of the few nights that's actually quite agreeable. There's not too much cold mist stinging your face. There's no rain coming down. In fact, it's a brisk night, but it's a clear one. And the mist that always trails you and makes a perimeter around you seems to give you a wider berth. Imagine a card here. All right, I forgot to add the card.
Whatever.
Ark, for his part, is on Artax. And he's donned himself, to the best of his abilities, the garments befitting that of like a king's guard. He's got a beautiful red cloak. He's got a little feather on top of his helm.
See? What Ark?
Well, Arca doesn't have his helmet anymore.
Well, he has a new one now, and it's works for a masquerade.
Cool.
At any rate, you guys begin on the road, and it's at least several hours of the cart along dirt roads, bumping about familiarly, with a soft give of moist soil and the smell of firs and spruce on the air. I'm gonna have each of you roll a perception check. Would you be so kind?
Okay.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
No, Lucia.
Oh yeah, you were the blindfold.
Wait, did you say
Well, no,
in fact,
exhaustion.
No, the blindfold isn't the issue.
Perception.
Natural
I'm
one.
gonna
The blindfold is how I'm reasoning it because it's funnier to me.
No,
Guys,
she's
I can't see shit. I gotta be honest.
Oh, I also
She
rolled
has
a 1.
exhaustion.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 1!
Oh my
I'm
god!
using my inspiration!
That's 3 1s? Lobra, do something!
I had a 13 total.
Jesus.
13, but I
total.
guided
Oh my
myself,
God.
so 13 plus 2 is 15.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
know, I have a
fuck.
plus 8 to this! What the
We suck at
hell?
perception.
Well, that's all right. This is.
I should have just used my passive! It's
all right.
18!
It's all right. It's all right. Anyway, as you guys progress deeper into the woods, but before you make the break of the falls, the large waterfalls that you remember passing the first time you guys made your way out to Vallaki from Village Barovia, where the woods are some of their thickest. You look at either side of the road, and it's so dense between the pines and spruces and firs that you can't see more than a couple inches into the woods themselves. The darkness doesn't help either, and Barovian darkness is something different. It's advanced darkness. You don't see anything or hear anything, but what you do notice is that the mist sort of begins encroaching. It had a wide radius around you for some time, and then it's not long before it's right at the edges of the road, giving you only a very short circle to work with. And then shorter still, And soon, it's just the cart and wherever those of you who are walking alongside of it, or riding alongside of it in Ark's case, are traveling on. And it's... You've never seen the mist do this before, stay this close to you, cling to you like this. And there's something unnerving about the silence of it. It moves, it crawls, it's thick in a way that covers the entire forest floor. But it doesn't make a sound. All of you, if you would, just position yourself the way you would be on the cart. Presume that the cart would be about...
Just like
right
assuming
there.
the cart is here.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So, like, is Lobrin in the cart or is he on a horse?
Aragal is at the front.
I thought we're all in the cart.
I'm bothering his
Ark
ass at
isn't.
the front too.
Ark is on Artax.
Oh, then I'll be on Coriander.
Coriander, okay, on the other side. Is that alright?
I guess Vasilka
Yep.
will be with us.
This works with us.
And then Aragal, who's at the helm. Let me roll for him.
Here, I'll move up to here so Vasilka can
I
be
hate
behind.
y'all.
It's cozy in there. But there's plenty of places to sit. There's a lot of privacy. It's got the furnishings of a home, a small home, but there's a bed, there's a chair, there's a stove. And then it's not long before Aragal, you can hear him speaking to the horses before he says anything to you. He just kind of goes, "Oh, all right now, hold on." And the two horses at the front of the cart, you can hear them kind of nickering a little bit, and the stamping of their hooves on the wet soil
Oh god.
before they're stopping. And it seems as though they see something that none of you do, but they won't move any further. And Aragal just kind of hops off of the helm, looks around a little bit. He's got a hand that's reached into his jacket. All right, 1 second. Where are you? Aha! And then finally the mists do as they've done before. They pool and they swirl in front of you. There's legs, and then hips, and then a torso, and then long black flowing hair, a pale person.
No.
As he stands before you, not saying anything, glass in hand. Looks like it's half drunk already. He looks very much like he does in my reactive right now, as a matter of fact. Before he says anything, he bows deeply. Aragal, for his part, if you could see his expression, it might betray wide eyes and a slack jaw.
Hand on my gun immediately. Not pulling it out, but just
Dear God, it's David Bowie.
getting ready for the draw.
And those of you who are in the cart, Aragal doesn't say anything, but you hear from within the cart a muffled, "Hello, my friend. It's been some time, hasn't it?" Aragal, for his part, just kind of stammers a, "Do you have business with me?" And then Strahd, finally stepping into the lantern light of the cart, kind of looking between Ark, who has his hand on his sword, but is staying quite still, and Lobrin and Coriander looks between all of you and he says,
Coriander.
"Fortunately for you, my friend, I have no business with yourself, merely with your compatriots. Now, if you would all have the decency to speak with me face to face, I will take but a moment of your time. You are going exactly where I will be returning to."
I'll
The
cautiously
Lucia does not budge, just stares at him with a blank mask.
So you guys are getting out of the cart then, because within the cart you can't see.
Yeah, you can't see him. I'll cautiously step
I'll
out.
come out.
And
Alright.
I'll-
All right.
She'll just
I'll walk
stare at
out.
him.
She's just kind
Through
of
the
like
blindfold.
Dude, the blindfold she can see through.
yeah. It's that would. wouldn't
Oh yeah, but he
really-
can't. Can he tell that she's looking at him? Like
Well, I mean,
sunglasses.
Her head's looking
He
at
looks-
her, but
He looks kind of amongst each of you. He takes his
her
time,
expression's hidden.
kind of drinking you in a little bit, and he says, "You all look wonderful, if I may say so. And I, in any other circumstance, would be very pleased to have you in my halls exactly as you are, and under no false pretenses. but given our rapport, it seemed appropriate for me to say that all of you will be coming under slightly more challenging circumstances, I fear. My guest, you understand, is, I've come to find, a particular woman. You may consider this a favor I'm doing for you, that I tell you, you must not introduce yourselves as you are. I do not care what it takes you. Think of some manner of alias. Do you understand?
What the fuck?
Yes.
Understood, but yeah, why? What's going on?
I could sit here and explain, but it would take me most of the night, and by then, the ball would be over, and you would have had no fun at all. Suffice it to say, she's a woman of particular tastes, and she does not fancy commoners at her gatherings. Of this, she has made no uncertain words. And seeing as I have business with each of you, I would not have her snatch you from me.
Is this like a friend of yours?
It's a complicated thing. She is a guest.
Insight check. I want to
I'm
know.
not even gonna bother. I can't.
That's true.
Strahd appears as it on this week.
I mean,
Sorry,
you
Aztec.
can. You can with disadvantage. It's fine.
22.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'm fucked. Like I'm cooked.
What he's telling you, he seems exasperated and tired, to be honest with you. He doesn't have his regular poised sort
Holy
of...
shit, he's weak. We can get him.
No! Shut
Not
up!
quite. It's more that he seems like he's kind of like been entertaining for a while and is not having fun with it. When he refers to this particular guest, there's drawn out like kind of a...
This fucking guy.
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not a commoner, so I'm just gonna say my full title, frankly.
What will she
Fair
do
enough.
with our names? If she were to have them?
Well, sufficing to say, I had a guest, we shall call him, at Ravenloft. He had been at my castle for a particular reason, and introduced himself. The poor fool. She, it did not go well.
What guest?
You needn't concern yourself with him. You've never met him, and now you never will.
Damn.
Very little consequence he was feed.
And how is Irina?
Why, she's doing splendidly. In wonderful health. I've seen to it.
Is she happy?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
I will. But I'm still gonna insight check him.
Go ahead.
Oh no, a death note.
God damn it, 17.
Seventies are pretty good.
He seems pretty stony. Seems like he's telling the truth.
What of her brother?
What of her brother?
Is he alive?
Yes.
Is he well?
You know, for all the time you are taking asking me these questions, I could depart. Welcome you into my home. And perhaps even you could have a pleasant night. But if you mean to keep me here and I you in this dark and dingy wood, well, neither of us will be enjoying ourselves, would we?
Fine. See you soon, I guess.
Sooner than you think. And then he kind of turns a little bit. And he just looks out into the mist, turns his head back to you guys, and he says, "We understand each other. Is that correct?"
Understood.
I nod.
Wonderful. He walks into the mist before he's not seen at all.
Spooky.
This guy's such a douche.
I know, I fucking hate him.
What are you gonna do? All right.
He was
so bad.
our shot.
Fuck, I need a fake name.
We did not have our shot!
all right.
Stressing me out.
Lobern might be covered. You guys, I will give you guys a brief amount of time to, come up with something, because in game you'd have at least another hour before you got to.
Oh, I could come up with something good.
What the hell's our name supposed to be? Lobern's the only one who's of nobility.
You can all be part. Actually, no, that wouldn't go well for you.
What?
Does it have to be like a noble title? He just said not our names.
Argal is kind of like leaning up against the cart a little bit. His eyes look distant and sort of a little far. And he just says, I can't join you guys at the party. I'm sorry.
Well,
It's understandable.
you weren't going to. You were going to wait outside, I thought.
No, I don't. I will wait for you outside of Ravenloft, but at a good distance.
That's okay.
All right, then. Elizabeth kind of chimes up a little bit, and she's kind of filing through her book. And she says, well, I've got all manner of neighboring houses, allied powers, and all sorts of names that we could go through, if that's what you need. You just need to sound regal. Well,
well, what did you have in mind?
well, let's see here. I have, gracious, and she kind of flips through papers a little bit, and she says, definitely not that one. You were mean. What do you think, Logan?
Would it mean be what we want?
Well, I suppose I need to reflect upon the Waterdeep houses. What do I remember about the Waterdeep houses?
Oh, Google furiously.
They are numerous. There are greater houses and there are lesser
No,
houses.
I know that, but I mean in character. What do I know? Do you want me to
well,
roll history, or should I just know this?
You would probably just know. But I don't. So give me a second.
Give me a moment as well. I did like research on many of them when I was making this character, and then everything fell out of my mind. Yes, with this house, Arter Benton, Ogwindar, and Amkanthara, and Amako, and Netios, and Argent, and Artemel, and Asimbar.
Yes!
I think I got one.
Bella brought him
All right.
Broken gold, that's mine! Alright.
That's good.
God.
All right, so there are dozens and dozens of noble houses of Waterdeep. There's too many to even count. But you know that. But you know that. Holy shit, Broken Gold's real.
Yeah, it is. I chose a real.
You know that there's the Despres family, there's the Deepwinter family, there's Arter Brent, there's Gundwild, there's Hawkwinter. Hawkwinter, that's a terrible name.
Well, this kind of
Good for
so many
Twyla, though.
houses.
What was
you
the
can sort
first
of
one you
just
said? The
spin a
wintry
wheel.
one? Before Hawkwinter?
Deepwinter.
Deep Winter? That could be good for
Yeah.
you, Twyla.
Well, they
Actually,
no
I was
longer
gonna
exist.
pick one of the families of Silvery Moon.
Oh. Can we just
Let's-
pretend we're
What
related?
if
or something
I
then?
just say House Ravenloft? How much for that?
Ha!
If we
Strahd
just
just
pretend
face
we're like
bombs.
related. I know we don't look
Like he's
anything
right
like that.
next to me. What could be crazy is that this Strahd hates this bitch enough that he'll fight her with us, and then he'll be weak enough.
You're gonna take on two high CRs at the same time. Okay.
There's
All right.
many options, but yeah, it's really up to your choice.
Twyla, do you want to pretend to be cousins or sisters?
Well, I don't think we can pass as sisters.
Yeah, I
But
don't
maybe,
think so either.
oh geez, are there any noble druids? Noble wood elves?
The
Maybe?
Mardikovs.
The Mardikov? No, not the Mardikovs.
I'm sure that'd go very well.
Not my family. We kind of lived like in a smaller commune
You should be
in the
part of
woods,
House
where we were
Hawkwood.
where we were self-sustaining. I wish Andy was here right now.
Loprin, are there any like notable like
Who?
druid presences in Waterdeep?
Druid presences in a city is not really something I've heard
Can I-
of.
Yeah,
but-
not really,
I
but
roll- Can I roll a history check to see if I would know anything from? I mean, I do have.
You are
Proficiency.
killing me. Go ahead.
Derek, I'm scared, and I'm also
Just
gonna
literally
touch
pick one of
myself.
these houses. You know, House Jardith was, I believe they
Yes, I believe-
worship Helm,
10.
so Ark, that might be a good one for you if you don't have any connection.
House Jarnathan.
Jardith.
Jonathan!
Jardith.
And Ark just kind of like turns his head to you, and then turns his head back with his helmet back on. Its expression's inscrutable.
I
Well,
have an idea. I have an idea.
That'll work just fine.
I think this is a pretty good idea. I think this is fine.
I
All
have.
right
I
then.
do have a good idea.
Well,
Okay.
shoot.
So, one of us, Lobrin at least, is of a noble household. One of us, maybe Twyla, could pretend that they're to be wed. And that could be
Oh,
Marin.
I don't think so. I had
We
a
don't
pretty
need
good
that.
I had a pretty good alibi.
We do not
See,
need that.
It doesn't really make sense if we don't all choose Waterdeep. It makes sense if we do that because then we can all say we would know it was from the same city, brought here for an occasion. If everyone's
I'm just
from
making one
this
up. I don't
land
give a
and
shit
that
about
land and whatever,
Faerun.
it doesn't make a lot of sense now, does it?
Well, it doesn't make a lot of sense that we're all here in the first place, does it, Lobrin?
Well, I'm just saying, let's make it simple, okay?
Hey, we're all part of the fucking Waterdeep family. We look nothing alike.
That
Not the
makes even
same
less
family.
sense.
Not the same family. I'm just saying, pick a house in Waterdeep. Damn it, it's not that hard.
Why can't I just pick one of the houses in Silvery Moon where I'm actually from?
Silvery Moon. How the fuck do I know
Meanwhile,
you're from
Strahd's in
Silvery
Strahd's in the mist 10 feet away, just going, yeah.
Straggle.
Well, Twyla's got something. I'm just gonna pick.
What were the Waterdeep names again?
Well, there's
so many of
several of
them.
them. There's Arda, Brendan, Agandar, and Amkandara.
All right.
I'm
Why
going
don't
to.
you just...
There's the House Raven Tree. There's House Roaring Horn. There's
You know,
House.
I'm just gonna stroke my chin
Infantry.
real quick, and just go. You know, I remember a house that actually, I think they worship Lathander as well.
Oh god, here we go.
Elizabeth, can you check the book and see which house that was, if you don't mind?
And she immediately begins thumbing through the pages a little bit, and she
Something
says,
with an A, I believe.
Yeah, something with an A. Something with an A. Yes, it was. Oh, yes, of course, that was Agondar.
No,
Agondar?
it's,
No, excuse me. And she flips a little bit. And she says, House Argent.
Yes, that was the
House
house.
Argent?
It's been some time.
Me and the DM looking at the same Wikipedia article and trying to get to the same page.
Devoted followers of Lathander. I'm reading it on. This is out of character.
Alright, fine.
Lucia,
My
pick
name will-
that.
My name will be Miriam of House Argent. This is
Yes,
gonna
that's
suck.
good
Let's
for you.
go.
My name will be
Pretty much.
Fiona Fancy Pants. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to kill you.
Totally not Faerun. Like,
Definitely not for you.
No, that was a joke.
Oh,
totally not
Fuck.
Faerun of House Ravenloft.
Fine, are there any elven families in Waterdeep of notable descent?
Now you're reaching.
Oh.
Families in Waterdeep.
Well then, why is my idea of Silvery Moon so bad?
It's not. Go with it, Twyla. Go
You could
with
have been
your gut.
adopted. You could have been adopted.
Oh
I
my
could
god,
be
you're
of House-
adopted!
I could be of House Wave Silver, a small family who are considered wealthy shipping merchants.
Aragorn at
you-
this point is
How did
just
you know
gonna
that?
just kind of meander up a little bit. He looks like he's kind of shaking off the tenseness, taking a sip of his flask, and he says, "You know, all of you could almost pass as nobility if you just kept your mouth shut."
Yes,
Thank
but
you.
they're going to want introductions. I've been in enough of these functions where when you enter the hall, they sort of go, and who are you, and who are you? It's really rather tedious, but it's true.
Well, that sounds exhausting. I'm glad I'm coming.
Yes, well, that's the reason I spent most of my days away from the nobility.
What does Rolf think about Oh?
Oh.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go there.
All right, I'm gonna have you all change your board to Castle Ravenloft.
Oh god, here we go,
Well,
everyone.
just,
We're gonna
you know,
die.
pick one of these houses, and I'm gonna have Elizabeth like show them the book and say, and you'll be fine. You can do this Silverman thing
book
if you
for
want,
this?
but you just have to come up
Elizabeth-
with a story. Well, we do keep tabs on some of the noble houses.
Elizabeth like thumbs through some pages, make sure you is like trying very hard to make sure you don't see certain sketches she's made. She's like, yes, this one here. Look at that page. And no other page.
This bitch is writing monster fucker smut,
Wait,
isn't
which
she?
one are we going to? Which one are we going to?
Castle Ravenloft.
Elizabeth, why is you and a troll? Never mind.
No, you don't understand.
You don't understand. They're literally stone.
Well,
Nope, I clicked on the wrong one. God damn it.
but in Twilight, yeah, Twilight's a changeling.
She could
Forgetting
shapeshift,
about that.
but this is her alias she's gone by for a very long time, and even still, like, technically this is not her name already, but she knows Silvery Moon way better than she does pretending to be someone from Waterdeep.
You just want to be somebody from Silvery Moon.
It makes way
Alright.
more sense! Why would I choose to be Waterdeep?
Because then we're gonna have to be like, well, how do you know each other? You came from Silvery Moon, and you're gonna be like, oh.
How do we know each other? We all got stuck in the same fucking land, we don't.
You're gonna say that to the
We literally-
Duchess.
Yeah, no shit, that's how we all got here!
She ain't gonna buy that. She ain't gonna buy that.
Oh really? Like, that? She's not gonna buy how we started this whole campaign? They know how this works.
It's clear, we're invited to a ball. We're supposed to be like presenting as nobility who were invited. We're not like, well, we're prisoners.
Wait, if we got invited by her, she knows our names. And, like...
Well, he
I don't-
invited us.
I don't think she
Oh,
wrote
that's
us
right,
by
invited
name. No, it was from the Duchess, I thought.
Who sent out the invites?
No, it was Strahd that invited you.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
Strahd.
so Strahd's just putting us in here as a party favor.
Thanks, Strahd. Very cool.
Very, very demure asshole.
I am not a nice guy. Alright,
We didn't have to go to
Douchebag
this. We
roommate
really didn't
me,
have
but
to
it's
go to
fucking
this.
Strahd wearing the clothes.
Alright. Anyway, so the cart brings you as far as the bridge over the chasm. And though it's been, at this point, a little bit, over a week since you've seen Ravenloft and the chasm, the sheer magnitude of it never really disappeared from your minds, and yet somehow still shocks you. Aragal, for his part, brings the cart right up to the opposite end of the bridge, stops and says, I'm sorry, this is as far as I can go. I'm going to park the cart somewhere near the line of the woods, and I'll keep a close eye. But I can't enter the castle. I just can't. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Thanks
That's
for all
okay.
your help. And hopefully this is the last time we see each other.
Well, I'm not
Oh,
too
but this
worried
is or
about you.
isn't?
Hopefully it isn't.
Oh. I was like, damn, Lucia, that's cold.
I'm gonna leave Coriander with him as well and just say thank you for bringing us this far, friend. And
He
we
just
hopefully
kinda-
will see you shortly.
He nods a little bit, he forces a smile, and he says, if we can face down a whole cave of werewolves, then, I mean, what is a formal party, please?
Filled with blood-sucking vampires. And the guy that's
Leave that part out,
responsible
please,
for our
please. No, we're working with something for a second.
Actually, I do think that Lucy is right on this one. I'm scared shitless
God,
right
then,
now.
please, you oafs, just go and tell me about it
Fine.
once you get out.
Okay, okay.
Very well.
Let's go.
She'll start walking in.
And
Bruno
before
and Elizabeth, stay close to me, please, when we're in there.
And they do.
I'm gonna trail back just for a second, and before I catch up with everyone else, I'm just gonna tell him to please be safe and stay hidden, and hopefully everything will be okay. And then I'm gonna give him a quick kiss on the cheek, and I'm gonna turn around and run away.
He was tense to begin with, and then there's like a little jolt from him as you give him a kiss on the cheek, and he just kind of turns and looks at you with eyes like saucers. And then he just looks like he's going to stammer a response, but then keeps his mouth shut. Just gives you a nod instead.
There's a little sound
I'm
effect
already running
playing.
away. I'm scared.
Like,
Like the skedaddle.
yeah.
Yeah, like with the where's the fucking skedaddle sound? I need that right now.
It's in here.
I tried.
Here it
Anyway,
Yeah, like
That's
that.
me after
God.
after I do that. So I don't see any
Alright.
negatives.
So you guys make your way across the bridge, and the gate this time does not need to open itself for you. It's wide open. And as you enter, well, the first thing you see on your flank to the left is a good number of carts and horses that seem to be being tended to by some of the castle's servants. One of which is the Mr. Cyrus Bellevue, who you've seen before. One of the Bellevues that you remember hearing of when you were spending time over at the Abbey of St. Markovia. He's got a couple of the horses by their reins, and he's sort of leading them out of the way. And in this foyer, on either side of the two fountains that flank this massive marvel of architecture, there is interspersed many separate crowds of people in all manner of paisley, unusual and eccentric clothing. Some people in checkered, some people in flowing gowns, some people in opulent coats and ruffets and cravats, all manner of formality. Masks, too, that range beyond the imagination. You don't see any faces. And a couple people, masked faces, glance your way as you enter, but it doesn't take too long before they begin their conversations with each other once again. A little more inclined to mind their own. And there's a couple people, too, that seemed like they've already begun the party. There are a couple people in mask, but without shoes, dipping their feet into one of the fountains sitting on the edge. Looks like they've had far too many drinks, one of which already in hand. And there's all manner of boisterous and raucous revelry heard from either end of the foyer. And as you get closer to the entryway, you see a familiar face at the door. The door that's left open at this point. The face is gaunt, dark, sharp-eared. It's Rahadin. He bids you all not with a nod, not with a bow, just looks at you all knowingly. His lips taut, pursed, and he just gives you a slight welcome. I was told to expect you.
Here we
And-
are.
Let me move you guys a little bit closer.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, I'm coming.
He takes his
Here we
time
go.
studying each of you.
Move us inches closer.
He has a posture about himself where he seems to be perpetually looking down his nose. He's quite thin, quite tall, like many elves are. And he inspects each of you, and he just kind of has a wrinkle of his nose once and again. He says, "Is this truly the best you could do? You understand the nature of this occasion, don't you?"
I'm very okay with all of us just not saying anything here.
I'm very okay with me not saying
Farron, do you
anything.
still
I'm
have your
just-
staff?
I'm just gonna be giving him a look of really.
Farron, do you still have your staff?
Oh, yes.
And he just kind of like steps in front of you with all of the poise of a drill sergeant. And he just kind of looks you up and down and he says, "You will not be entering the party with a branch."
Right. Sorry, I forgot about last time. Where can I leave my branch?
And he just puts a hand directly in front of himself, palm facing upwards, and he says, "I'll tend to it."
Okay. And I'll place it in
Splendid.
his hands. Lucky for him, I don't need this branch to cast magic.
Oh, that's your focus,
Good.
isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Your focus is her boobs.
No.
That's
I
What
do
is
this
your
as a trick.
Oh, what's your focus? If it's not a staff.
We'll see.
Well, druidic focus, so it'd be something on your body, wouldn't it?
It's
Well-
the bracelet that I wear on my hand.
Ooh.
here's the focus. Here's the focus.
Melon!
Melon.
Melon.
Okay. And then he looks between you all again and he says, "The
Lucia will
weaponry-"
hand her bow, but keep her gun in her jacket.
And he kind of gives you a formal, very taut, very tense
I
nod.
just remember
Not just a quiver. He has no idea what the fuck that is.
And he says, any weaponry you have on you can be remaining as ornaments alone. And he kind of looks between Twyla's rapier, Logren's sword and shield. That has the...
And the giant fucking lance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. You have a lance, don't you?
Very ornamental.
Would be a bit cumbersome to dance with.
And he kind of
Fair
like
back, I
puts,
think
his,
Dana's
puts his open palm out once again. He just flicks his fingers towards himself.
I'm sorry, what do you want?
It's astonishing.
I
that I
prefer
have
when
to tell
people
you.
use their words, Dalton.
It's quite frankly astonishing that I have to tell you.
Well, say it out loud.
Your lance, sir, before you are not permitted entry to this party. I
My
reserve.
lance, you
right.
say? Very well. Should I stick with the pointy end as I hand it over? I jest.
I'm
hand
sure
to him.
you'll figure it out. And he takes it from you, and he has at this point like kind of an armful of armaments as he kind of places them off to the side just for now. And he says, "Is there anything else I should know about? For if I find out later, I will not be so polite."
Yes, the only thing you should know is to keep the alcohol flowing, because my friend and I here, and he'll gesture to Brunar, are definitely going to be partaking in this evening's events.
And Brunner just kind of looks like a very hungry dog, just
Dog.
salivating at the mouth. He says, right, just point us to it, right now. And
Oh my god!
Rahadin just kind of like curls a lip a little bit, like, and he says, "That's not my responsibility, but I'm sure you'll manage. Now, right through here."
Well, wait, what about... And I'm gonna point to Dollop, who's tucked into my hair.
And he just kind of leans in a little bit, almost like a bird of prey himself, looking at Dollop. Dollop, for his part, being quite brave and looking back at him with a puffed feathers, and he says, "Is he polite?"
He's very polite, right, Dollop?
And Dollop buffets his wings twice.
See, he's brave.
So regal. I mean, look at him.
Yes, well, you would not be the first to have an exotic pet around here, so... No matter.
Oh, but she's the first to have the best exotic pet. The best boy in the whole world.
Hear that, Dollop? Best boy.
And he just kind of looks at you blankly and he says, "You may enter."
Thank you.
Dollop does that.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And it's as you guys enter this forced foyer that you...
Melon!
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Lucia.
I don't think that was
Monster.
Lucia.
Wasn't me.
We all know who it was.
Well,
Anyway,
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I
I'm
promise.
It was
sorry.
Farron.
Oh, fuck.
I know it was Baron. Anyway, as you guys enter the foyer, you hear it for the first time. The beautiful brass and string ensemble, this bouncing and flowing gentle melody that also insists upon a steady flow of movement, coming from further down into the castle itself. And as you enter this particular grand entryway, whereas previously it was pitch dark upon your entryway, nary a candle or a torch wasn't needed by any of its denizens, right now it's alit. And the lighting reflects off of the black stonework in such a way that makes the confines of this otherwise massive space still feel somewhat claustrophobic. There's beautiful artwork along the domed ceiling. There's gorgeous architectures of the pillars. And there's all manner of people dressed to the nines for the masquerade. You see people in their jester hats with bells. You see
I thought that
all
was a
manner
kobold.
of feathers in the caps. You see every kind of mask, gown, doublet, jacket that you could imagine. Colors, the likes of which that you have not seen in Barovia this entire time you've been here. This is a veritable oasis of vibrance with this ensemble, this court. Just the same, people, as you enter, are speaking loudly, some of them cackling, laughing, drinks are flowing clearly, some of them in the hands of these people. And as you enter, the conversations hush slightly. People look towards you and then whispers to each other. And Brunor kind of looks around a little bit and just kind of growls a little bit. And he says, stuffy sons of... Allow me. Announcing House Broken Gulf. And friends.
Lubrin will take a little bit of a bow. Yes, please. Talk in an even lower tone when we enter. I do appreciate when people whisper upon our arrival.
And people generally kind of hush at this very loud announcement. Brunor's not holding back. He doesn't seem to really give much of a fuck. But
Oh, Brunor.
But the people around the pillars, around the doors, these several crowds, go quiet. And then finally, there's one very large, round man in a paisley outfit, sort of checked, a diamond kind of pleated outfit. And he walks up to you with a little bit of a wobble in his step, and he says, "Well, it is my apologies. I don't mean to imply any rudeness from me and my ilk. It's just that I don't see many like you too frequently."
Who is that diva to our right?
Sorry.
You mean the little goblin?
No, to our right. Like,
Oh.
With the horns?
yes.
I see. No
Is that diva?
Neuron activation.
This
Yeah.
this
Neuron activation.
this big portly guy who's very round, wearing kind of jingles as he walks up to you. He's as ostentatious as the rest of them, if not more. And his mask doesn't portray too much of an expression, but you can tell that his eyes are darting amongst each of you, and he says,
Oh god, it's a fucking mansion full of Lowbrands.
and he says,
Lucia will now put her hands in her head as she realizes where she's at.
meaning no disrespect, but Broken Gulf, now that sounds proper foreign to me.
Right you are. It's from Waterdeep. Perhaps you've heard of it on the Sword Coast.
All manner of raiments, too. I must say, this is most interesting. I've never been to the Sword Coast myself.
Well, perhaps we shall one day. There are truly magnificent cities adorning that
Wow.
legendary location.
Gracious. And these, your servants?
No, compatriots.
No.
Peers within arms, some would say.
Wow.
Business
I'll not
partners.
keep you, Master Broken Gulf and compatriots in arms. But you'll not want to miss the effects of tonight. I believe the ball has already begun, just down the hall.
Yes, and your name, good sir, so we may remember this
Yeah. I was
introduction.
Well, of course, I'm Jean-Philippe Gallios. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure is ours, good sir.
All right. I'll leave you to it then. And he kind of just waddles off.
Oh, that's the guy we were
The fucking goblin?
He's much bigger and much more rotund.
Never trust a nobleman.
You have
is what
to
I whisper to
understand.
whoever's closest to me.
I am working with serious mini limitations this week. I was debating
You're
sharing
good.
a
You're
significant
fine.
amount of money.
We can work with whatever you give us, and it looks great so far. They match the
Yeah.
vibe. I am obsessed with this.
I
dude.
love this motherfucker on our left, like the skeleton dude.
Oh yeah, he actually does kind of mess the
Oh
vibe,
yeah,
'cause
he's cool.
At least
Yeah,
you could say the skull is kind of like a mask.
Yeah.
skeleton woman. I'm not as excited about it. No.
I'm just thinking of that
Yeah.
one like
It's a
TikTok
man.
audio where it's like, "What are you wearing?" I went to the costume store and said, "Make me look stupid." Because like Lucy's like mocking him over. Don't stand like that. This is how you stand. I do not stand like.
Yeah, I know that one.
How is Vasilka looking during all this?
Oh yeah, Vasilka.
She's not even here with us, right? Or is she-
Violent,
should
angry
be.
expression.
Yeah,
Every
she's
time they're
She
yelling
here,
over
but
it.
she's
she's not on the map.
No, she's right behind us.
Vasilka
Isn't
is
she?
just kind of she's in. Vasilka for her part is just kind of standing very
Small.
close to you in particular, Lobrin. She's kind of hanging close. She's looking about a little bit, and as the portly man began talking, she bowed. He didn't seem to take any notice, really. But
She's looking after them and gets to do.
Okay, that's proper. That's proper.
she's doing exactly what was taught to her. But
Just
she's
not
not
causing attention. It's good.
sufficing to say. All right.
I'm gonna lean in and
So-
whisper to Lobrin.
What's up?
Lobrin,
Yes.
I thought of something.
What is it?
I'm your liaison from Silvery Moon, okay?
Oh, God's okay.
Liaison. What does that word mean again?
Liaison, I'm here to teach you in your
Teach
studies.
me. What are you teaching me exactly?
Oh,
Magic!
it's a bit like an
Oh,
ambassador, Master Lucia, if I don't mind me saying, sir.
It's very good. All right. Well, if there's anything I've learned in my time upon the hollowed halls of noble parties in Waterdeep, it's that these people love to fucking talk about themselves. So worst case scenario, just let them talk your ear off, and then find a window to get away from it all. All right?
Agreed.
All right. Where are you first heading? This is your first unguided moment to go wherever you'd like in Castle Ravenloft.
Oh God.
Is there anyone interesting in this room, like that catches the eye?
The portly man. Well, first of all, every single individual you see is some manner of
Lobrin.
For one thing, they're each incredibly eye-catching, ostentatious, gaudy, while
Yes.
also being entirely anonymous. It's hard to portray expression on most of them. There's an equal amount of people wearing full masks to half masks. It seems each of them is guarding their identity jealously. This isn't just
Interesting.
ornamentation.
Yes.
And further still, each of that makes even brief eye contact with you pulls away very quickly, betraying not a single expression or look, but people seem to be happy to keep to themselves aside from gawking a little bit at ostentatious outsiders. There's no shortage of showiness here. Yeah, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna not.
I want to roll a perception check to see if I can see anybody that we know.
Sure,
I also have a question for you eventually, DM.
sure.
Lucia's eyeing for Strahd.
Okay.
Besides Strahd, I
It's
rolled really bad.
really challenging. Actually, there's something eerie about it, Feyre. Every single person in a mask seems like they could seem like someone you know or seem like someone you've never seen before. Everything kind of blurs together in spite of the fact that everyone is so dramatically eye-catching and unique. No one is an individual here, it seems.
That's interesting.
Probably some magic.
How is the hall decorated, by the way?
It's gorgeous. There's it's all manner. It looks as though there was great care put into cleaning the space up, aside from just lighting it with torches, candles, and all manner of things that a vampire doesn't need. It was clearly swept, polished until the floor stone almost shines. The sound that hangs on the air of an orchestra from an unseen pulpit just seems to radiate and bellow throughout the very walls themselves. Walls that, for their part, seem to be built to withstand a siege. This place is the height of opulence.
Okay.
I'm sorry, was someone else asking something? Yeah,
I do have a question for you.
sure.
So the last time we were in Castle Ravenloft, which was a while ago,
That's right.
Strahd took me up to a portrait.
Sure did.
What room was that in? Was that a library or something?
You remember...
Or an observatory or something?
Actually, it was in a hall going up to an observatory. You remember that it was in this the stairway going to the left and upwards a little bit on the way to one of those rooms.
Okay,
was
and
just
does it look
the
like
stairway
people
to-
are up there? Like, can I hear
There are a couple-
revelry?
There are a couple people lining the stairs, but the crowd seemed to sparse out a little bit going upwards. People seem to be staying on the main floor. Although there certainly are some people that are making merry on the stairways themselves. There's even one person in particular, a lady who's at the bottom of her glass of wine, who seems to be leaning back up against one of the larger stone stairs.
Okay, I might be going to the observatory.
All right. Now, real quick, I'm going to stay with you for a second here. As you go up the stairs, Bring your mini. I'll bring your mini up the stairs.
I
Please
said,
roll.
I said might be.
Are you or aren't you?
I'm waiting to see what the rest of the party
Might
does.
be.
I'm not following you, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm not wanting you to follow me. I'm waiting to see where y'all disperse to.
You guys can split apart. You can stay together. This is
I am
your...
sticking by Farron because safety in numbers.
I'm gonna go further into like the main area.
Yeah, I am too, I think.
All right. And you guys come to the main hall of. You remember this was the hallway that led to the cathedral of the castle. And unless we have any objections, I would like to stay with Twyla as she goes up to the conservatory, or at least up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Just for a brief moment.
Okay.
As you're going up the stairs, would you please roll a perception check for me?
Alright, I need to zoom out of this godforsaken castle. Give me 1 second.
I know the castle's a lot. It would help you guys a lot to bring that green dial down about midway and hit the lock bar. Believe me, it took me a long time to get that.
I don't know where I am now. Hold on. 9.
As you go further and further up the stairs, at the first platform, there's still a couple people. There seems to be a larger, broader-shouldered gentleman who's admiring some of the art on the wall and just the architecture, glass of wine in hand. But as you get past that, the crowds really disperse. Until finally, you get to the second level, just before the door of the conservatory, and there is
You son
woman.
of a bitch.
There is a woman in a gorgeous, flowing
You're the
black
one to walk
gown,
away.
black gown, and she dons the mask of what appears to be a fox. She, in comparison to some of the court, is more understated, but even understated at a masquerade like this is stunning. She stands out. She's staring up at the very painting that Strahd led you to prior. It's of him in his younger years. As a human, even. The woman, for her part, turns, looks at you. Although she wears a mask, you can see her eyes. One is red, the other is milky white.
Yeah.
She
Glad I
just kind
didn't
of cocks
follow.
her head a little bit. She says, "Are you lost?"
I'll smile and bow my head and go, I beg your pardon, ma'am. I seem to be.
Why are you talking with an accent?
I accidentally slipped into Mira's accent. Shit.
She's like, "Are you mocking me?"
You welcome me. I beg your pardon, ma'am. I seem to have lost my way.
Well,
The accent's gonna stick.
You're still
I can't
doing it a
help
bit.
no, that's all right. That's all right.
Once
And
you hear it, it's like you can't.
She just kind of like looks back to the painting a little bit, which is huge, massive. It looks like it was a labor of love at one point. She just kind of walks towards you a little bit and she says, "Ah, begging your pardon. I didn't realize it was you. Where was it you said you were heading to?"
I'll kind of look at her and turn my head a little and go, I apologize. Have we met before?
Well, we have now, haven't we?
Well, I suppose so. It's a wonderful painting.
Aye, it is.
It's not every day you get to see such fine artistry.
I agree with you. Now, excuse me, I don't mean to be interrupting you. You were heading somewhere. Where was it you were looking for?
Well, I can't seem to understand where the main ballroom would be. I thought I heard commotion coming from up the stairs, but now that I think, maybe it was just those on the stairs.
She just kind of like, it's a half mask she's wearing. Although you can't see most of her cheekbones, her cheeks, and her, eyes, as well as forehead. You can see her lips, and she's smiling at you, and she says, "You don't have to put on airs with me. Tell me what you were really looking for. I'll bring you there."
I was hoping to see the observatory.
All right. Well, why don't you just follow me then? Easy to get lost around here. I still do.
How long have you been here?
When I'm not getting rut, never mind.
Oh my god.
And she just kind of like, as she's walking up the stairs, she looks back to you a little bit. And she has a little smirk on her face, and she says, "Oh, it's not been long at all, as a matter of fact."
Imagine if you got killed by your former character.
Now that might happen. I wasn't expecting this. Hey, what's everyone else up to, huh?
no. Hold on a second.
Oh, you suck.
And she brings you up here to what appears to be. Hold on a second. Oh my god.
God, I can't control. I can't. Oh, this fucking castle. Alright.
I know. Just use the lock mechanism. Trust me, it's very.
No, I have to keep adjusting shit, don't I? Because we're going upstairs.
No.
No, it's true.
Sorry, I know the castle is huge and expansive and. Second portion.
You're welcome, Aztec.
K25. You have entered what appears to be a large hall. Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall. Through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. The immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the wall. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape from the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across the window, a set of double doors in the east wall farther south, and a single door also leads from the east wall. Staircases at both ends of the north wall lead down. It's clear that this particular room was not really set up to entertain. And she just kind of turns a little bit and she says, "How have you been liking it here?"
Well, we only just got here. But I do love the architecture. It's still stunning to me every time.
I'm not talking about the castle.
Oh, the land.
The valley, right.
Well, it's a little glum, it's a little dark, but there's still beauty in it.
I agree with you. You know, you're not so bad. She kind of turns and she just kind of gives you a little bit of a smile from behind her mask.
Like we're connected.
I'll give her a smile as well and go, it's always good to try to find the light in the dark, you know?
Right. You know, I think in another time, we could have been friends, you and I.
Can't we be friends now? I like you.
She just kind of like smiles. There's almost a little sadness in her eyes. And then she opens the door for you. She says, "Take as much time as you like. It's gorgeous. I like this room too. But I've got to go downstairs now."
Thank you. I really appreciate your kindness. And before she leaves, I'll say, and for what it's worth, you look absolutely beautiful tonight.
She just looks a little bashful and kind of looks down at the ground. And she just kind of like picks up like the hem of her dress a little bit, trying to look proper, like it's kind of like new and alien to her. And she says, "You think, if you were, an onlooker, would you say I match?
You match.
Do I?
I would say you're stunning.
Do I stick out? I mean,
Only in the best possible way.
Shit.
and she just kind of like smiles at the ground, and then kind of like hurries off. She says, "I'll see you soon."
Thank you. Have fun.
And then she's gone. Let's go back to the
That's
room
right,
real
I'm
quick.
showing my old character some kindness.
You would have had a really cool build.
You would have had a cool build.
I'm investing levels into bar.
Oh, fuck.
Strahd absolutely ruins her by making a bar like level 6
fucking
bard,
ranger
one
bard?
ranger.
You know, I think you should pick up the loot. I don't know. I think you'd be good at it.
Me just on my knees in the other room going, no!
Well, she was on her knees.
Oh, come on. Come on! Alright.
That's what
Apologies
Shaw
for
was
any
saying.
audio issues. I'm bringing the mic a little closer. There we go. Is that a little better?
You sound clear.
All right. Good.
We're a little quiet doing the voice for Mira, but I think you're good.
Pardon. All right. You guys entering the hall see that there's a couple people straggling around, having their discussions, admiring the statue work. Indeed, it's a really impressive throughway. And there's no square inch of the entire Castle Ravenloft that doesn't draw the eye. The place was built to be spectacular. And people kind of walk aside and make their way as you enter. No one really seems to treat you as though you're really out of place. Although people give you passing glances, certainly. And as you get to the main chamber, what once was a larger cathedral that had fallen into disrepair seems to have been cleared out. Music is far louder on the air. It's clear to see that even though the pulpit is still unseen, this is the source of the music, and it is tremendous. At either side, every square inch of the floor of this obsidian stonework, there are pairs of dancers that waltz in circles and fluctuate throughout the room, taking their turns and their patterns, marching along to the beats and the melodies, the rising crescendos of these symphonies. It's a scene of some merrymaking. With your permission, I'm going to move all of you guys into the main ballroom.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Please do, because I don't know where to fuck it is.
Even in the foyer with just a few groups of people and in the entryway, it was hard enough to really make out distinctive features of people outside of their garments, the uniqueness of their masks. But in here, it's harder still. The way the dance sort of fluctuates, flows like water. People come into view and then leave just as quickly. The music's gorgeous, and the dance is elegant, and it seems as though people here are generally pretty skilled and take it seriously. But it's also disorienting. There's a brief moment where you see a shorter woman in a skull mask dancing with a partner, and then she's gone in the crowd. Another moment you see a woman in a white dress, a white mask, long red hair, and then she's gone into the crowd.
What?
All in a blink. And it's impossible to single them out for too long before they're gone. And the masks make it nearly impossible to decipher anything for too long.
Didn't we kill the red-haired one?
Anyway.
Oh.
Can I make,
thought to be killing her.
having entered a new room, another perception check to specifically see if I can spot
People we know.
Aranya or
Aranya?
or not Aranya.
Irina?
No, she's here.
Irina or her brother.
She's here.
She's here
Can
somewhere.
I aid? Am I
You
able
can.
to aid?
It would have normally been disadvantage. Just
But
roll
now it'll
perception.
just be regular. Okay.
There are masks aplenty. There's a big crowd. It's
Oh
loud.
my god! I am rolling
She's-
so horribly.
She got the Chuck E. Cheese mask on.
If she's somewhere in here, she's amongst the many people that have
This
their
is what I'm
visage
supposed
hidden.
to do.
You can scarcely hear a thing above the roar of chatter of people that are on the margins of the room not dancing, and the music too, as well as the march of boots upon stone of people in their waltz in this elegant dance. This is a sensory overload, to say the least.
Do I recognize the dancing? Like, is it something that I would see?
You wouldn't have seen
or
this
at least
particular-
similar? Yeah.
I'll say that you yourself, as a Broken Gulf, in Waterdeep, they have their own manner of nobility and formalities. This particular variety of ostentatious sort of occasion, with the sort of really sort of like heavily ranging colors and almost garish sort of variety. It's new to you, but also familiar. The dance itself is a waltz, something you would have done many a time. And you certainly recognize the footwork well enough. Although there seems to be some manner of difference as into like the patterns of like when you shift to partners and all manner of thing. But it doesn't seem like it's too complicated for you to pick up from your formal training. Certainly not.
Can I study it a little bit and then maybe try to join in?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I would have you roll either perception, investigation, or performance here. Perception or investigation. I'll have you roll.
Perception's my best.
Dance with Vasilka. You should point and be like, Vasilka, we're gonna dance like that.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
This is not your night, guys.
Yeah,
I
perception
know.
has not been it tonight.
There we go. 19.
I roll over a 10.
Like all
No, I
dances,
rolled a 15. Well,
Like
that
all
was guidance.
choreographed sort of routines and formal occasions, this one has its logic to it and its patterns. And it isn't long before you see exactly what the logic is. The people circle almost entirely clockwise with partners around each quarter of the ballroom before they switch partner into the next quarter. And all of a sudden, it's a new circle. It happens relatively quickly against the rising arcs of string work and the brass of the horns, and it's beautiful. But you can also see how this would be overwhelming to someone who didn't know any better.
I'm gonna whisper to Lucia, actually.
Certainly.
And just say, you can learn a lot on the dance floor, both with who you're
I will
dancing
pull
with.
this gun out and shoot myself.
I'm not saying with you, motherfucker. Both with who you're dancing with and, about the affairs of the court. So I will be taking my leave to that and report with anything interesting that I find.
You don't
Alright, don't get trampled.
Basilka?
I'm worried Masilka can't keep up. Actually, can I look at her? Does she seem like she's understanding what's going on here? Or is she
Basilka is at the margin of the dance floor against the wall, and she's coming out her head cocked as she's watching intently the flow and dance and pattern.
She's good at picking up.
And she's just kind of got her lips ever so slightly parted as she's watching. She seems quite interested, but she's certainly not joining.
All right, I'm gonna join first. I'll check in on her later.
Okay. Go ahead and roll either acrobatics or performance here. Your choice.
Fuck, they're both, I think, 0.
Good luck.
Actually, I have a +1 in acrobatics.
You know what? You in particular, Lobren, I'm going to give advantage. You've been trained. You're a noble.
I know how to dance.
You at least have been taught how to
know
dance
how to
once upon a time.
Thank
God for that event. Try it again. Try it again.
Oh, same fucking roll.
Oh,
rolled
my
two
lord.
Twice.
Your inspiration?
Is it worth it?
To dance?
I don't want to embarrass myself and draw attention to us, which I'm worried I might with a 3.
How many do we have? 4? I'm close to getting us another
I don't think
one.
we have 4. We have 3.
We have 3. I'm at 9K. I'm about to renew another one.
I'm almost at 7.
All right. So,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, go ahead, Lobren.
oh, Chen. All right.
All right, let's do it. Let's hope that it works.
The triple
Just get a
inspo.
fucking at least a 10, my guy.
I know. I need to just at least.
I will
be
say the initial
passable.
one is a low check.
Maybe Ark will dance with
Let's
Vasilka.
go.
There you fucking go.
19, let's fucking go.
Lobren,
go.
for the fact that you're in full armor, for the fact that you're one of the bulkier and a little bit stronger framed members of the party, you are able to get into the flow of this particular dance seamlessly and quite gracefully too. Finding a partner almost out of thin air that takes your hand and dances with you circles. And you can't quite tell who she is. She's got a mask on, but she looks at you beaming with a big old smile. She seems enraptured by the music and the dance itself.
God, sorry.
As she twirls around you and you around her, there's an eruption of laughter from her mouth as she releases you to the next partner and the next. And it isn't long before you've done a full rotation, and you've got the footing. You figured this out.
You got.
Can I? A lot of the time when you're in these types of dances with nobility, there's a lot of talking going on, gossip on the dance floor as well. At least in shows I've watched, such as Bridgerton and the Pride and Prejudice.
This is not
and Pride and Prejudice as well. So, is there opportunities to collect information on this dance floor, in between moments, talking with people, or at least observing, maybe a little bit more about the people here?
So here's what I'm going to say. Please remove your images of Victorian refined ballroom dancing from your mind. This is far more raucous and far more merrymaking.
Yeah, it's very waltzy.
Yeah, so, there is a waltz-like pattern to it, but the music is loud, the laughter is louder. You can certainly try, but it does not seem as though conversation is
The most
really the focus
cheerful
of people.
thing we've seen in this goddamn place.
My goal here was to try to maybe just get a little more about what's going on here.
Give it your best.
Do you want me to RP it out?
I'll have you just roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna, in particular, that first person who took my hand, just to see if
Sure.
there's just a little more I can discern, or even if there's a break in the dancing and I can talk to somebody on the side with a fucking 8. God, we are rolling like fucking dog shit
She
tonight.
seems as though she's had a couple drinks and she's laughing loudly. She doesn't even hear the words you say. They're kind of reaching deaf ears, and then all of a sudden she's parted you off to a new partner. And the inquiry hasn't even reached her. And it seems
Okay.
less as though that the dance is ending and more like people depart and then enter back in at will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are these? Does this seem like normal? Like, does this seem like this is normal people in this moment, or does it seem almost like fake?
They seem like real people, but it also seems fake at the same time.
Like they're almost putting on airs?
It seems like everyone is trying very hard to keep up certain appearances.
Yeah.
Good night,
that's what I
Dredd.
was
Good
worried
night,
about.
Dredd.
Good night, Dredd. That's what I was worried about. All right, I'm gonna find a moment in the dance now that I've sort of made the rounds, and maybe talk to somebody I danced with afterwards. But we can cut to somebody else if you want to put a pause on that first.
Okay, let's. I've given you one conversation. Let's move to the next person,
Yeah.
just real quick.
I want to also try and get a. I want to dance with. I'm gonna dance with. Who do I got? We gotta get Vasilka to be seen.
Well, maybe Art can dance with her.
You need to get her before Strahd, though, not just like.
I
dancing
know.
around.
Like, do I see Strahd anywhere? Is he masked?
You don't see Strahd.
Fuck.
All right.
Should we explore more rooms? She
Real
kind of like
quick.
looks at Farron. Oh, you're good.
Real quick. It isn't long. You guys, I'm assuming, are watching Lobrin dance for a little bit, taking in his cues as the most kind of trained person here. And he gets a rotation in, certainly, successfully. The music stops first, then the chatter of the crowd, and then the dancing, all in quick succession.
Oh.
All heads turn towards the entryway. Hold on.
Are we in the entryway or no?
I'm assuming you guys are around the entryway. I'll allow you guys to position yourselves how you would.
Lucia
so
would be
quiet
around
now.
the side next
Yeah.
to the
Why'd all
girl.
the music stop?
You know, I'd be like around the side, like, but like move Vasilka closer to me, please.
My retainers will probably be near Vasilka in them.
Yeah, they'll be on the margins.
Yeah.
It isn't too long before you see why every iota of sound in this entire ballroom is stopped. To the extent where
you're in the way.
to the extent I'm working on it. To the extent where you could hear a pin drop. And for the amount of people that are in this room, that's no small feat. Hold on one sec, sorry. Just move everyone.
And then Lobrin sneezes.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Gesundheit to me.
Music stops, and
Why is she
the
pointing at me?
the group of the dance that's within the dance parts even, as there is a man in jet black, silky, long, flowing sort of garbs, heavily formal, kind of walks in, mask of a wolf, and taking his hand gently is a woman in a very fine red feathered mask. She herself is very pale. And Strahd excuse me, the man in the mask.
Her hair is so good. Like, it's so good. I love
Did we
It's
have
not
a
actually-
picture of her or no?
I love
Not
the
yet.
nails.
Can we get one, please?
Not yet.
Give him a minute.
I tried very
What
hard.
am I gonna go?
And then Strahd, God,
Strahd. It's Strahd.
yeah, Strahd steps forward into the opening that the group has left. He looks, in a masked face between everyone, looks to you all. And though you can't see his expression, you see the red glint of eyes in the torchlight. And then finally, he stands facing the doorway he just entered in. Position him properly. I feel like I'm playing dollies right now. All right, there we go.
Isn't that what D&D is?
In person, probably.
I see.
Oh,
kind
it
of
is.
I
runs-
wish I could do that.
I see
Like,
kind of runs hungry, predatory eyes, same ones you've always come to know. And at this point, amongst the entire crowd, he lowers himself into a deep, formal bow, raising the cloak of his garment with his opposite hand, and he says, "I bid thee welcome, Duchess Sidra de Honor, and your court. Long has it been my pleasure to receive such regal company under these halls. Long ago, I tasked the finest architects in the land to fashion a home for my mother and my father in this valley. Tonight, let it serve you and your court, that you might remember Barovia fondly, for he shall remember you as well. The woman, for her part, I'm saying that a lot tonight, just steps forward, bows her head slightly, and says, I must say, I admire the splendor of your alls as much as I do your hospitality. And my gratitude is not easily won. For this, I promise that none shall witness splendor the likes of what Demenu has to offer. I would ask no further generosity than for those of my court and their newfound allies to have the first dance. And she kind of looks between each of you.
Like,
What happened?
like us?
Yeah. She,
The
her eyes
fucking
fall on
point,
everyone
dude.
individually.
Spin the bottle.
And
Her eyes-
from beneath a wolf mask, Strahd smiles, nods his head, and then leaves the way he enters as the Duchess, Sidra, takes his place.
Farron, since you're next to her, you would see that Lucia is like, as Strahd's in the room, her hand's kind of twitching where she would draw her gun.
I'm gonna look at you out of the corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna nudge you and smile
She'll stop.
nervously.
She'll stop.
Derek, is there supposed to be like any sound, or is it supposed to be this
I think it's
ominously
meant to
quiet?
be this
Hold on,
awkward,
hold on.
He
like,
stopped the
scary.
sound. He stopped
I did.
the sound.
No, that was intentional.
Yeah, that
It's
was
meant to be
fine.
scary.
The crowd is
Hey,
quiet.
this is the quietest we've ever had a session.
And then as Strahd leaves,
Ominous.
the music begins. The crowd begins uproariously collecting around Sidra. And there's all manner of raucous kind of like applause as and welcome for their host as well as their Duchess. And Lobrin, as you get close, you can already hear that people are kind of like lauding their Duchess. And there's all sorts of like people kind of approaching her with their d'oeuvres and like, oh, Duchess, you must try the, oh, well, it is so splendid to see you in good health, blah, 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 all sorts of sycophantic nonsense. And she seems to be reveling in this. There's a broad grin on her face as she kind of like takes hors d'oeuvres here, graciously receives compliments there. She's mobbed.
Why'd
But it's
you
not.
move me up?
Did I?
Serving cunt.
Yeah, you moved both Lobert and Farron.
No,
I
not
didn't,
me.
I didn't move
Is
Lobrin.
is she serving cunt?
She's to say she's a beacon amongst very ostentatious people is an understatement.
Good
This
night,
person
paper.
demands attention.
night,
Good night, paper. This is a person that is that very clearly deigns to be the most notable person in a ballroom, and she's succeeding far and away. And it's not too long before the dance kind of continues around them. There's a small crowd around her that just seems to be content to just suck up to her. And she's just loving it, reeling it all in. And the party just, the dance sort of almost flows around her. People are coming and going. She's making her greetings. And then her eyes fall on you, Lobrin. And she just kind of like raises two fingers as if to silence the people that are next to her. And they shut up real quick. And she kind of, like, not even needing to push anyone aside, they just part away from her, like fish away from a shark. And then she stops before you in this circle that's been left around the dance that's sort of reconvened. She cocks her head a little bit and she says, "My, I don't believe I've seen you or your like around these parts."
Probably seen dozens of people like her in this scene in courtrooms across Waterdeep and maybe other cities in the Sword Coast. So that part at least is familiar to me. But
roll
obviously,
insight, please, if you wouldn't mind.
It's a new person. Yes, I will.
I want to see what Lobrin himself is gleaning from first impressions.
17.
Okay. You have seen her like before in the sense that you have certainly seen people that just love the limelight. that just
Yeah.
adore the attention, and they love it being about them, and that's her
Yeah.
to a T.
Yeah.
But you have also never seen anyone like her in the way that the entirety of this courtroom is just seemingly in adoration of her while also being terrified of her.
Mhm.
Um, and she's quite tall, and she's looking down the snout of her mask at you in a quizzical way, but almost like a raptorish way, bird of prey. She's got gleam in red eyes. And look down at you, and she's kind of got a worked brow, and she says, "Where would I know you from?"
But just he catches the words as they get stuck in his throat. And he'll bow his head slightly to her and just say, as he's holding the mask and as he has the mask on and everything, name is Lobrin from House Brokengulf of Waterdeep. You may not know me, but I am here on Strahd's invitation as he wishes to inquire more about the Sword Coast and potential ongoings there. And may I say, these stories do not do you any justice, madam.
There's a smirk that kind of graces her lips, and she says, "You have gained the attention of the Count. Well, that is most singular. However, I cannot say I've heard that name before. Yet you have a noble title, a noble crest. No doubt you belong here."
Fuck.
Yes, I from a very storied family, but my business is the Count's own accord, and I am here to serve him as diligently as I can, providing any services he may require. And I believe by way of that, it also means any services you may require, Your Grace. And he'll do another little head bow, kind of trying to intentionally play off her energy as he does so.
Okay. She's going to step forward a little bit, and she's going to sort of run her fingers along the breastplate of your armor, and she's just going to kind of look down at your attire, and she's going to say, "Now that is flattering, and clearly you are a man of action. Is that correct?"
I guess I'll go a little red in the face at this. And he'll just say, when the occasion serves it, I have been known to rise for the moment.
Now that is most singular. I have never known many nobles that get their hands dirty where they need not, but that makes you all the more interesting, don't you think?
I will tell you this. The greatest among the greats carve out their own legacy. Nobility is an element that grants you favor and advantages, but as my own family would say, you must create your own path to glory.
Go ahead and roll persuasion on that.
Okay.
Thank you for the hydrate sippy imposter check.
Okay, so
Fucking
I just want to acknowledge a statement she said talking about, well, you have a noble crest, so fuck.
Come on,
12?
we get advantage. He was doing really well.
12.
No.
I mean, it's not abysmal.
It's not abysmal. It's not abysmal. And she just kind of smiles at you a little indolently, almost like she's kind of hearing your words, but also is kind of going
Yada
in and out.
yada.
Kind of like,
Yeah.
hey, this isn't about me, so.
And then she says, "My, now that is it's a fascinating thing." Now, and she just puts out her hand real quick, and in a second, in a blink, someone puts a drink in her hand, without her even needing to say anything. And then she hands it to you, and she says, "Me personally, I don't waste my time."
Well, clearly, you have commanded the respect of the room and of the people here. Most impressive, if I do say so. Most impressive indeed. And he'll take a sip of the wine as he looks at her.
Hmm.
Do I if I may, DM, her obviously she's wearing a mask. Is she wearing full or half?
It's you can see her mouth, but the rest of her face is covered.
When she
I would show you, but I can't show you.
Yeah, it's all good. When she speaks, do I see can I discern fangs, or if there's anything does she look more like Strahd than anyone else, or is
You
it
can see her teeth. There's no fangs there.
normal? Okay. I mean, I know
I
that doesn't
the
mean
red eye
anything.
color.
Yeah, well, the red. He did say red eyes, so.
And certainly you are not here by yourself, unrepresented. Where are your servants?
They are over there. Currently, ensuring that things go swimmingly with other members of a noble entourage I'm part of.
And she just kind of like glances over a little bit, and her eyes hang a little bit on your retainers, and then on Faerun, then on Vasilka. And she just kind of squints a little bit and she says, that is fascinating.
You didn't notice me. Whew.
We shall speak again, Master Broken Gulf.
And I look forward to having your ear lent, your Duchess. I understand that it is quite an honor around here. And I'll do another little graceful bow.
She just kind of watches you bow, and there's a smile on her face. She doesn't bow herself. And then it's a brief second before she's just kind of engulfed by a crowd again. People going like, "Oh, Duchess, did you hear? Your Grace, did..." All manner of... It's frankly exhausting.
I'll take the moment to fade into the background.
Okay.
I'm going to return to the group.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Strahd quietly.
Okay.
As I
You're doing
approach,
crazy.
I just like approach and go, and then so, guys, you will never believe. And Favor just like walks past me and looks at the door.
Okay.
I would have been following him. I don't even know that she would have noticed me because I would have been slipping away as soon as the attention was drawn to her to follow him.
Okay. And actually, it's a pretty interesting thing. He's in this time period that Lobrin has spent talking with the Duchess. Strahd has left the castle.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth while you're doing this, if you wouldn't mind.
He's like, I can't stand this bitch in my fucking house.
If I have to deal with another smiling sycophant, I'm
you
gonna
just see
lose.
him like smoking a bogue, like fuck.
What
Oh,
is
man.
happening here?
Roll. Wow. Okay.
Placid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. So, you certainly follow him, and that's to the. Do you follow him all the way as he goes to the balcony, the outside balcony?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to where he is.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
She's flying.
We'll just
is
keep double
dangerous.
clicking.
Oh my god, me
like-
trying to fucking follow with the camera so the audience can see.
I'm sorry.
Can I just say it's also really interesting tension to have, all of us like within proximity of like people who could probably kill us like really easily right now.
Shut
Oh,
up.
yep.
Like these are interesting conversations because you're like, hey.
I ran
And
into a wife, you ran into Strahd.
Yeah.
As he gets to the balcony, he puts his hands upon the stonework and then points out at the sky that's covered in the same mist it always is, circles a finger, and all of a sudden, a moon appears and sheds its moonlight upon the balcony. First one you've seen in your weeks being here. It's clearly illusory, but for his purposes, whatever they are, serves well enough for the vista. And then he puts his hands back down on the balcony and he says, "You might as well show yourself."
I wasn't trying to hide from you, and although it's not real, it is beautiful what you've done. And I'll step forward.
Well, that is gracious of you. I've had my time studying these things, so it ought to be.
You seem displeased.
Do you think so?
Has it been difficult having her around, entertaining?
It is not difficult, but it has grown taxing. Let me tell you something, Faerun. Have you ever met a variety of person who is stuck on the more trite things of life?
Yes.
Oh,
I
good,
have.
then we understand each other perfectly.
Something bad going to happen tonight.
What do you mean?
Are my friends going to be hurt? Are they safe here? Am I safe here? I ask as I laugh and I say, I've come to talk to you by myself. I know it's funny asking such a question, but
And he just kind of like, he's got a little bit of a furrowed brow. And he looks down at you and he says, "You think I invited you to a ball to hurt you? If I wanted to-
Absolutely.
yeah.
I would. If
Well,
I
I don't know.
wanted to hurt you, I wouldn't spoil a party to do it."
So once the party's over, we'll be free to leave and continue to hopefully become better playthings for you.
I am not interested in any playthings at this time. And I will do you one better. If you can end this party prematurely and get that woman out of my castle, then you consider me to have owed you a favor.
He hates this bitch. What the
Yeah,
hell?
really.
Like, what the hell?
Here's
Is there
the
any
favor.
information
Ah.
I should know about her that could help me? Do you have any ideas? I'm willing to conspire with you.
Roll persuasion.
What is happening here?
He's tired of this
Good luck
bitch in his house.
He's tired of this
Good-
bitch
good
in his
luck
house,
convincing
but
Lucia to help.
I have a plus nothing to persuasion.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Hold up.
Roll it.
Roll it,
might
roll
be
it, roll it.
something- This might be something we use of your inspiration for.
No, you're gonna roll high.
No, I'm not.
16 on the
I
die.
rolled a
And there
7.
it
Could
is.
we
You
use-
guys
could we
are
use-
rolling
You don't
so
get
bad.
you don't get
tonight.
any bonuses to persuasion.
No. I
Should
haven't.
have been
I haven't
Ark. God damn it.
Neither with the melons.
I know, but Ark's not here. Can I? Did Lobert use one of our thingies?
Yeah, he did.
I
Yes.
did. I thought it
Feel
was
free to use it.
useful, then
Feel
I'm
All
free
right.
to use
You
it.
know what? I am giving you. Hold on. I am giving you this one freebie. Okay.
Wow, Derek. He just
Don't
bought
say
us
I
a
never-
viewer inspiration.
Don't say I never did nothing for you. All
This is
right.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, there's Strahd's favor. We do his task. It's like, well, I give you viewer inspiration.
I did
so,
give you the
bye.
inspiration. So,
when the GM really wants the story to go one way.
Oh,
Right,
Aztec
like,
got one
you
too!
are
Puzzle
killing
with
me.
the-
Holy
Oh,
shit!
Aztec.
Aztec too. Roll again.
If you want to use it, are we using that on that?
Oh my god! Okay.
Are we really using
I don't,
3?
I don't know. The way
Yes.
she's rolling, like I don't.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should keep this one.
I didn't.
But
want
you already
to.
rolled it.
When I
Oh.
tell you, the check was a
Horrible.
10. The
It
check
was
was a 10. You
I
persuasion,
just,
rolled a
not
13. I
perception.
thought I was using Aztecs.
I- like,
You didn't ask us first.
You also rolled a perception,
Oh.
so that would
Hold
have
on,
been
hold on.
5.
Oh yeah.
the check for this was a 10. And the reason I gave that inspiration was because, okay, we're not going to foil this because of. Wow,
A
man.
9.
Sorry,
I mean, but this isn't even succeed at that point.
Oh my god.
Strahd says, "Figure it the fuck out on your."
Oh
No,
my God.
it's not what he says, but he just kind of turns his head and he says, for the sake
I have no
of
persuasion bonus.
for the sake of cordiality, I shall not depart too many of her affairs. Sufficing to say, when she came here, I was surprised and I had high hopes. I will leave it at that.
Insight check.
Dude, don't let yourself get embarrassed further by the dice tonight.
I know. Good
There we
forward.
go.
Yeah, that's when I roll a fucking natural 16.
It seems like he's
You gotta be
telling. It
kidding me.
seems like he's
That's
telling you the
16, I
truth.
just missed the
What
number.
little he's telling you, he's being honest about it.
Yeah, so
Good luck
You wouldn't
convincing
happen to have
fucking
any good ideas on
Lucia.
how to get rid of her? It would be very helpful. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Why don't you kill her?
Oh well.
oh, okay.
Do you think,
Done and done, motherfucker.
do you think we're capable?
I don't know. Why don't you give it a shot?
Damn, he really doesn't like this person.
He does not like her.
No.
Sounds
You
like he's
understand
also
this
getting
is-
annoyed.
This is
Yeah, well,
massively
that-
tiring to me. I have so much bigger affairs to attend to, and every moment that I have to appeal to this rabble, this It is exhausting. Irina is in my home, and had I my way about it, I would tend to her. And now I must put that on hold. You understand how that is for me.
Oh, this works out for us.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well,
I can't fuck my wife because people are at home.
I thought she would be attending the ball, but I guess you want to keep her at a safe distance. I don't blame you. I see no point in furthering this conversation. I don't think it's going anywhere. So I'll take my return, and if you do see Irina tonight, can you tell her I said hello? Please?
So be it.
He will not.
He will not. Can I insight to see if he's actually? Do I think he's going to
Go
tell her?
ahead
Do
and
you
do
think he's gonna tell
that.
her?
Go
I
ahead
think
and
he's
do
gonna
that as
tell
you're
her?
walking away. And as you're walking away, he's going to say,
27.
"Go and enjoy yourself now in any way that you see fit."
Okay. 27. Is he going to tell her?
Yeah, he seems like he will.
Okay. Take me back to the ball.
I'm shift clicking you this
This
time.
could have gone so differently if I had just rolled
Yeah,
better.
it
Not
actually
your
was-
fault.
You had a
Not
lot
your
of
fault.
chances, but the
You,
dice
you
did
had
not,
ample chances.
did not want to do it.
This is gonna be
God
a
damn
fun
it.
fucking chapter.
How am I gonna zoom back into wherever the fuck this is?
I feel like this Strahd campaign is so fucking scuffed. Like we have just.
It
This
is.
like
Look at the
if you had to
greatest way.
grade
This
the
is so
parties-
entertaining.
If you had to grade like how the party's doing and their success, like in these events, I'd give us like a D. Like,
Oh yeah, no, we're not
passing,
doing
man.
great.
You're like, I'm
No.
barely passing.
Well, this is a campaign that's really brutal. You're not supposed to have a lot to work with, so don't beat yourself up too much.
Do we even know this bitch's name yet?
Nope,
The
and we don't know what
Duchess?
she looks like either.
The Duchess?
Or who?
Yeah, the Duchess.
Well, no,
thank
we
you.
know
Duchess
her
is-
name, but
What's
Yeah,
her name
it's
again?
Sidra de Helner.
Sergeant
What,
Dale, yeah.
girl? Can you write that down so I could write that down in my notebook?
Yeah.
No.
Also, I already have
Can
a
you spell that out
rapport
so I
with
can
her.
write that
I'll
down?
do it. I'll do it at the end of the session. Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's talk about that. Lobrin might have a new love interest by the end of this chapter.
oh my
No.
god.
Oh my
All right,
god.
now we have had two people here who have had a chance to look about and explore a little bit. Lucia, is there anything you'd like to do in this ballroom?
If Strahd or if Lucia wanders off with Strahd, I'm gonna take that as a chance to try and explore more rooms.
Go ahead and you're the only one in this ballroom that hasn't rolled perception, so do that before you leave.
All
I
right.
can't
Well, I
stand
gotta
how fucking
fucking
quiet it is still.
I gotta. It's so quiet. I didn't love it, to be honest. I am rolling.
Poor Lucia is so exhausted trying to do shit.
8.
Oh my god!
The music
Party
fucking
did kick
scared
back
the
up.
shit out of me, Derek.
This is a horror
God,
campaign.
I was like,
that means I
what?
get to jump scare you.
Music!
All right. What was that? A 10?
It's an 8 disadvantage.
Oh my god.
You're the one that
guys.
gave us exhaustion. Why are you acting surprised?
I don't know why I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's fair.
When the party
Um,
looks forward to the masquerade for 10 seconds,
You did
does
this.
shit in there, does fuck all.
This is where we die. At least we got stickers.
This is what the
Lucia-
campaign does.
I'm about to buy more stickers before I move.
Lucia, you very briefly see a woman in a white dress with a mask and red hair standing at the corner of the margins of the ballroom. Very, very beautiful auburn
Do I
hair.
recognize this person?
She's wearing a mask. You don't recognize her.
Is she staring at me?
No.
I'm gonna keep my eye on her. I'll stay in the room.
All right. All right. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before we end the session?
I want to explore the observatory, but I guess that'll be next session.
We can do that right now if you'd like.
Well, we don't really have like a ton
half
of
an hour.
time.
We got like 20 minutes.
We've been keeping you waiting for a good little bit, so I think.
Yeah, I
that's
want to make
fair.
sure everyone gets to do something that they want to do.
I'm doing what I want to do. There's not much Lucia's gonna do. She's kind of here for combat. I'm exhausted. I can't do anything skill check related.
That's fair.
I just have a really small thing I want to do that'll kind of allude to maybe what I'm going to do next session.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
do that
everyone.
now while I flip to the page for the observatory. When I tell you
Yeah.
that there's a fuck ton of shit going on In the fuck?
So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna walk over to my retainers, basically, who are the only two left in the area, and just kind of say to them, if anyone asks you here if whether you're my servants or not, I know we have a sort of friendly, cordial rapport with each other, but for now, just make sure you stick to the fact that you are my retainers. It's for your safety, and I don't want anything to happen to either of you today. I'm not really sure I trust the Duchess. Although, and then I'll look over her shoulder back at her and say, another conversation with her could be rather interesting and perhaps elucidate certain things for us. She did say we would speak again tonight, so we'll see what happens. And with that, I'll kind of go back to where we're enjoying the party, I guess.
Certainly. Okay.
Drinking that wine, that red drink.
Okay.
Red wine.
So it's not exactly it's not exactly an observatory, so to speak, but this room that you're in right now seems to have all manner of bookshelves on it, paperwork on the table, and then there is a human man who's just sitting at the chair, just kind of working at some paperwork, and he looks up at you and he says, excuse me, the party is downstairs. You're not supposed to be up here.
Oh, but I was just told this is where I needed to be.
For
And,
what?
and you are?
Well, it's of no consequence. Don't want any trouble. My name is Leaf.
Leaf?
No way.
Leaf Lipsiege.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's somebody we should know.
I don't recognize the name. I mean, should I roll history or something? Do I know the name?
It sounds like
I'm not gonna have you.
I don't feel like I know this name.
I'm not gonna have you roll anything. You don't know who this guy is. He just looks like a guy.
And does he look dressed for the masquerade?
No, he looks dressed like in nice clothes, but not for a party.
You're not dressed for the occasion. What are you doing here?
I'm an accountant.
An accountant?
Yeah, that's right. I do the accounting for His Majesty Count Strahd von Zarevich and
Strahd has an accountant?
Yeah, I assumed this motherfucker would have an accountant. His tax going through the roof.
You understand? I do my job. I don't cause any trouble. Please don't tell anyone that I cause any trouble. I'm not even supposed to have this conversation.
I would never do that. I'm just really surprised that he's privy enough to even have an accountant. That's impressive.
He has a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at this castle.
Property taxes in Barovia are
Listen
high.
to me. I've looked at the castle, alright? I am sick of looking at the castle.
Well, wait, what does he even need an accountant for? It's not like anything can happen in Barovia. I'm gonna lean in and go, what's the economy like in Barovia? Obviously bad, but like, what's going on here?
I don't know, I don't leave this room.
What?
How do you get fed? How do you use the bathroom?
Food is brought to me, a pot is brought to me.
Oh.
A pot is brought.
What the fuck is happening right now? This is derailed.
This is derailed.
Listen, don't tell anyone we have this conversation, alright?
Can I tell my friends that we want to free you?
Don't tell he looks around, he stiffens up a little bit, and then he speaks a little louder and he says, I don't need to be freed from anything. This is a wonderful job and I'm lucky to have it.
Don't tell me. He'll start investing more. Don't free me.
I'm gonna give him a little wink and I'll go, gotcha.
He just kind of leans over
Believe
a
me,
little bit.
I stopped from cryptocurrency.
Please invest in
Strahd
Strahd coin,
just
please.
Strahd coin.
I'll be right back.
It's just his crypt.
Leaf, it's great to meet you. My name is Twyla, and I will forget that we've had this conversation, and I'll give him another wink.
Good. Yes. Exactly that.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Okay, is there actually an observatory?
If there is, this isn't it.
Does this room go anywhere else?
Yeah, there does appear to be a door on the other end.
Hey, does this door go to the observatory?
It goes to the stairway, which goes upstairs.
No, I guess that's as good as I'm gonna find. Alright. I'll go.
Have a good time.
Wandering through this castle.
I'm getting fucking lost, guys.
Yeah, you're That's what I'm worried about.
I wasn't expecting to go this deep, but here we are.
You found yourself to what appears to be a massive spiral
Oh my
staircase.
god, this goes up, Derek!
Going up almost endlessly, and the stairs, just there's nothing but stairs and stairs, and oh my god, this, until eventually there is finally a door. It goes up further, but there is a door.
Okay. I'm just gonna... It goes up higher still?
It does.
I'm gonna go up more.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going up. It's coming up.
It's stairs.
It's stairs.
Oh my god. Goes and it goes and it goes, goes and it goes and it goes.
Where it stops, nobody knows. Holy shit, this castle is huge, Derek!
You're in trouble, Leaf. Leaf's gonna get killed for
You're in
that.
trouble. No, I love
I didn't talk to
Leaf.
anyone. I didn't talk to anyone.
I love Leaf. What did he look like?
He looks like a portly brunette with a mustache.
Lobrin?
He kind of looked like he would have fit in with Lobrin. He looked like he would have like gone to college with Lobrin.
Lobrin, we're saving your cousin.
Yeah, Lobrin didn't go to college.
Okay.
Alright, I go up.
Well, he did, but he didn't really go to college.
Hold on 1 second.
That's why I'm your liaison.
Party!
Truck.
What are deep U, baby? WU.
Okay, hold on just a second. As I
Go Anchors. I don't know.
Go Anchor. Go Buccaneers.
Go Bucks. Go Butts.
Jesus, this tower's so fucking
No,
big.
that would be like Moonshade.
Jesus
Moonshade
Christ.
College would be the best.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. As you enter this room, heavy beams.
There's
There's
toward the
another
ceiling.
person in here!
Just a second. Heavy beams support the ceiling of this large room, the outer wall of which curves to follow the shape of the tower. Dim light filters into the room through the steel lattice squares of 2 leaded glass windows. Several tables stand throughout the room, weighted down by stacks of glass jars and bottles, all of them bearing labels.
Okay.
I believe that's it. Did I get that right? Hold on, let me just make sure I got that right. Holy shit, did I get that right? There's so many rooms. Or maybe this is the High Tower Peak. Is this the High Tower Peak? Just give me 1 second.
Oh.
I'm terribly
I'm gonna
sorry.
send a message to Strahd. Sir,
Everyone
I got
to the
lost.
left.
Can you help me?
It's like Donald Trump in Home Alone 2.
Down the hall to the
observatory is
left.
down the hall to the left.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's correct. No, that you're in the right room. That's correct.
Okay. Does this look like an observatory?
Not exactly. There's a lot of different jars in this room. Each seems to have labels on them.
Can I go and
Oh no.
can I
Not
inspect
the
them?
jar room.
Yeah. The jars are written on them. There's some that say Eye of Newt. There's some that say Snail Hearts. Some that say Frog's Breath.
Still that
Seems to be all manner of magic potions and alchemical stings.
Oh,
my
can I
God,
roll
me too.
investigation for any like interesting reagents or like potions?
Certainly.
And is there actually a person in here?
Nar. Not
Nar?
that person. That's not there. I'm sorry. Scuff. Scuff.
Is that the Velociraptor in the castle?
That's the Velociraptor. Well, of course, yeah, that's the Velociraptor.
I'm sorry, I said investigation, right? Is that what? Can I do that?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna not find
Most of the
shit.
jars in here are just seem to be reagents that you don't think would be useful in any fashion. Not at all. It's a little bit strange. Like the kind of things you look at them and you think to yourself, like, how on earth would this ever be useful?
Alright, while I'm in this room, does it seem pretty secluded?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a message.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a sending. I'm sending it to Van Richten.
Sure. What are you saying?
I'm gonna say, found an isolated room in Ravenloft. It's really spooky in here.
You can reply to this message.
Feeling isolated and lonely. Like we're all at risk. Could use your company tonight. Stay safe.
Hi, Iris.
Hi, Iris.
A couple moments pass, and you hear a response. Pigeon, I'm glad you're safe. You're being really brave right now. I'd be there if I could. Do the best you can. Take care of yourself. I'll be waiting.
I'll let a couple minutes pass. I'm gonna look at least like around out these windows. And then before we end session, I am sending a message to Strahd.
Okay.
Mr. Von Zarovich. It's
I'm
Twyla.
gonna lose this shit.
I got lost. I'm in your jar room. I kind of wanted to see the observatory. Parties aren't really my thing.
There's a moment or two that passes, and then mist pours through the window, the cracks in the window, and begins
What the
forming on
fuck are you
floor.
doing?
Yeah, that was
Feet.
a
It's
bold
It's like, you
fucking
little
move.
shit, get out.
Torso, and then there he is, staring at you with a quirked brow, and he says, "You got lost? Am I hearing that correctly?"
Well, this isn't exactly an observatory.
Leaf's a really nice person,
no,
by the
it
way.
isn't.
I thought you said there was an observatory.
When did I say that?
When we were looking at your picture.
Look, there's an observatory, but this is not the spot. Nor would I have had you wandering about my abode. Wasn't there some manner of person that told you not to progress any further?
Well, no, actually. Surprisingly, no.
Well, then, I will need
Oh,
to have
no.
a conversation with Leaf, but that is all right.
Who's Leaf?
That's neither here nor there.
A body I need to bury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we go to the observatory?
Bro, he is not your fucking friend.
Roll persuasion.
I know he's not my friend, but he's gonna show me around this castle. Persuasion. Don't fuck me.
Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me.
Well, that's better than anything I've rolled tonight, so...
You've got to be
Oh
kidding
my
me.
god, we suck.
I just rolled a 1 for perception, Derek. What do you want from me? I rolled a 1 for every perception check I've made tonight.
I don't know what is going on tonight, but
I don't think any of us made a double-digit roll, like, on face. Well, maybe Favorin a few times, but she also had some stinkers.
and
I
he just,
did one for like insight.
Stinky.
He just
Two
kind of
for
like
insight. That's it.
he pinches the bridge of his nose a little bit, closes his eyes, and he just goes, "Ugh, I'll tell you what. If you enjoyed the party, then perhaps at the end of the night, I will show you the observatory. How does that sound?"
That sounds good. But what if I sweeten the deal by doing something entertaining for you? You look like you could use a
What?
little bit of entertaining.
What manner
Aw.
of entertaining are you talking about?
Yeah.
Something
No
funny.
way. She's gonna throw it all away.
Well, then go on then.
I'm gonna shape change into him.
Then he just kind of like looks you up and down, kind of like,
But I am still wearing my dress as him.
Whoa!
Oh, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you.
"So much, we love
Thank
you."
you.
Ew.
Thank you so much. Also, Mulin, thank you for the follow. I don't know if I got a chance to say that yet. Hype Train, thank
It's such
you.
a pleasure to have you all here. We love you. And
Pretty-
he just kind of like looks you up and down a little bit.
What do you
as
think? Do
himself.
you, Oh, let me try. I don't know if I, exactly wear this dress as well as, you do, but, what do you think?
Don't stand like that. I do
His
not
lips
stand
kind of
like
do that like
I don't say blah blah
kind
blah.
of thing. He says, "Little taller? Can you do a little taller?
But of course, and I'm gonna make myself a little taller.
Don't do that." All
What-
right.
What, the voice? You don't like the voice?
It needs work.
I can work with this.
Hold on 1 second. Crow's feet. Get rid of the crow's feet.
I don't have... Oh, fine. I get rid of the crow's feet.
That's pretty good, you know. It's Let me think here.
Can you see yourself in a mirror?
No, so this is very special to me.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
You know, it's been some time, but I have to tell you, this brings me the cocktail of feelings.
I can change it if you want.
Yes. Can you do Irina?
We're not gonna make this
you know-
weird, are we?
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Never mind.
Oh, call me Strahd.
Have you seen her, by the way?
Curse
She
of
was-
freakiness, holy shit.
She was talking about you and your friends.
Oh, what did she say? I haven't seen her yet.
She speaks fondly of you. All of you, as a matter of fact. I told her that you would see each other again sometime soon. I would hate to disappoint her.
Well, I would love to see her if she's around. But I think I've pestered you for enough favors tonight when you're already serving many other favors, it seems.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I lead you back down to the party?
Okay. And I'm gonna turn back into myself. Well, not the half-elf self.
And then he says, "There, that's much better, isn't it?"
What?
And then-
As like this?
Well, aren't you more comfortable being yourself rather than myself?
I'm just gonna give him a look and I'm gonna go, there's a lot you need to learn about me then if this is what you think is comfortable.
Well,
Can you be
there is,
Irina?
there is just one more thing.
Okay.
And he's going to look you directly in the eyes. Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, fucker.
You're good at those, though.
Wait a minute, I have advantage against it because I'm attuned to his diary.
That's true.
Wisdom save advantage. Don't fuck me.
Fuck me, Gil.
Does a 19 succeed?
Oh my god. Barely. But yeah. And he just kind of like looks you deeply in the eyes, not blinking. Bright red eyes, just staring, and he says, Rudolf van Richten. Do you know this name?
No? Why are you staring at me like that?
I don't know. Excuse me. That was very rude of me.
You gotta not do that. You know it's really unsettling. And you're already very unsettling.
Damn, lady.
What is this casual ribbing we're having with
It's a little
Strahd?
odd to me.
It's like, this is so surreal.
Like, it doesn't feel. Yeah, I agree.
This feels like a fever dream.
I know. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Just keeping it
I've
light.
never laughed
I
as
was like,
much.
Farron was like, you know,
Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
I apologize. He's a
it's just like-
party
He's a
goer
very demure.
that I was expecting. He did
Balls
not
roll
arrive.
away.
That wasn't very demure, very mindful.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know? Okay. I'm going.
Give it the whiz, as you would.
Skibbity toilet, we're going back downstairs.
You're not helping. All right, he's going to walk down the stairs behind you.
That's how we get her out of the building. We just start talking to the Duchess and brain rot. She just gets
It's time.
weirded out and
So,
leaves.
Duchess, how was your time in Ohio?
I see him come through the window, I'm just like, it's the Rizzler!
I will phantom tax her food. I hate how we know all this. This will be our legacy.
As Strahd brings you back downstairs, leading you through the accounting room again, he just kind of casts a look at Leaf. Leaf is like scooching back for a little bit, like not a little bit. He's nervous. When Strahd and you just pass through the room, and then suddenly it's back towards the hall, and then down towards where the portrait is.
As we go past, I'm gonna go, who is that?
What, the portrait?
No, the guy.
Oh, you said that to Strahd.
Yep.
And he just kind of he continues looking straight ahead. And he just says, "He's one of my many servants, very inconsequential. I do not know why you have such an interest all of a sudden."
I ask a lot of questions.
Yes, this is evidence, and for some reason, I am answering them.
Buddy cop with Strahd is so amazing.
Listen, this is how this is the end game move. This is how I'm gonna get information.
Good cop, Strahd cop.
And then there's Mira on the second platform. She seems to be talking to one of the partygoers, but as Strahd approaches, she kind of like turns and faces him and you. There's a smile on her face. And oh, what the fuck? This is not supposed to
I don't know where I am anymore.
Don't you worry, I gotcha. And he just kind of smiles towards her. Where did she go? That's not important right now.
I hate this fucking castle. Have I told you that?
There's
Navigating
a lot-
this castle
I
sucks.
gotta tell you, working around it has been challenging. And they kind of exchange a couple words very briefly in hushed tones. And then Mira kind of looks to you and says, "Did you find what you were looking for?"
No,
Oh, well.
but you
not your
still
fault.
look as gorgeous as ever.
But, well, stop that. And she just kind of like looks away a little bashful. And this is where we're going to end the session for tonight. We're going
Yay.
back down to the party with everyone else having met
So
the Duchess.
strange.
Yeah, this
Sorry
was
about Twilight.
this last little bit was strange.
It is strange,
I
but you know what?
I needed a good laugh tonight.
It's strange, but I got lost in his castle and he didn't kill me for it, so we have that.
It was great.
If I know, like I was like trying to be like mindful.
I thought
when
you
I
would
was
just kill us
talking
all
to
one by
him.
one.
Like I should have fucking taken the
Well, I
gloves
don't know.
off and just been.
Now we know.
friends.
Yeah, now we know. Just be goofy with him, I guess.
very, very,
Well,
very
it's different. His
glad.
rapport is different with everyone, and I guess he just keeps it light with Twyla.
Very glad that Lucia did not follow either Twyla or Farron.
To be fair, I have never interacted with him in a very strange way. Like, I've always been this kind of, like, half-joking way when I've talked to him. And
That's
that's
true.
on purpose.
I don't think I've ever. I've been like short with him, but I don't think I've ever like insulted him.
I'm playing things very
You
close to
bitch.
close to the
No one's-
chest.
Tyler definitely didn't seriously insult him.
No. I'm saying I don't think I've ever done that. I was trying to think of me personally. I was like, what's my relationship? Like, what have I done? And I was like, because he could have. I
Everyone's
was like,
got a
I
different
just
rapport.
walked right up to him and like I could have said horrible things and I wouldn't have remembered. But I was
No.
like, no, I don't think I have. I think I've been like.
At the end of the day, he is a guy that will have different rapports with different people based on how he feels about them, how he's treated, etc., etc.
And I think we've all been to, like, I think everyone's been at the point where there's someone who you deeply detest, but you're still able to keep, like, cordial, like, lightheartedness with them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes feelings are complicated. At any rate, why don't we start with inspiration, starting with
Inspiration.
Twilight?
I'm giving it to Lobrin because he's literally carrying this on his back right
Yeah,
now.
well, this is a Lobrin arc.
This is the Lobrin arc, he's in his
Lobrin
element.
and Ark.
Lobrin
I
and
think Ark
Ark.
would do well here too, actually.
I think he would. I wish he was here. He'll be here hopefully next time. But I think, like, Lobrin's in his element right now. We're seeing him come through a lot. His interactions have been great. And I think Quimtom, and I think we're gonna see a lot of Lobrin shine in this Masquerade arc. So I'm giving it to Lobrin.
Okay. And moving on to the man himself.
I'm gonna give it to Ark. Silent but deadly.
Huh.
No. I think I'm gonna give it to. It's kind of between Twyla and Farron right now for me.
Same.
I think I'm gonna give it to. Shit.
Okay. That's a
Yeah,
I'm
in
gonna
the
give
room
it
with
to Coriander. Let's hear it for Coriander.
Well, I'm
Alright.
just happy to help.
all the deer. All the deer. Hey, yo, wait a minute.
I love that video.
Hi, I sure do hope this isn't the end of the session.
I think I'm gonna give to Farron this time because she didn't maybe accidentally get an NPC killed. R.I.P. Leaf.
Haha.
No, and also, you know, you built a little more rapport with like Aragol. That was fun to see like earlier in the session, and I think the convo with Strahd was like good too, even if the dice were like fuck you.
The dice were if the
I
dice
have
were
never-
rolled well, it would have been so much better.
I gotta
Yeah,
tell you guys,
but-
I have never collectively seen a worse rolling session.
It was
It was
bad
single
session
digit the
for
whole
us.
night.
This is terrible.
Yeah, almost the whole night. But,
This is why I hate not rolling IRL die.
This
Uh,
this feels like I'm a substitute or like a teacher that just came in going like, these are the worst test grades I have ever seen.
Yes.
But it's like
Fair.
not our fault. It's like I literally like just like I can't control the die.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Thanks, Zach.
Faerun. One for Lobrin, one for Faerun.
Ooh, it's hard. I think that I'm going to give it to... It's a tie between Lobrin and Twyla. I think I'm going to give it to Lobrin just because he really did work. Like, this is his element. I think he did the best possible job interacting with the Duchess as he could, even if he didn't roll phenomenally. I think the role-playing was really, really good. I don't think I'd be able to pretend to be... I mean, he is a nobleman, but, like, Zach, as a person, like with just really quick thinking and, like, knowing what to say or, like, knowing what you should be saying to, like, not draw suspicion, to just come across as, like, you know, like, love you, girl, kisses, I'm so rich, don't worry, like, I'm here for you if you need anything, XOXO. And I think he will potentially need it in the further sessions because she's the only one he's spoken to, so maybe he'll need a little help if he doesn't roll so well.
Very good.
Thank you.
Got 2 for Lobrin, 1 for Faerun. Lucia, you are the deciding vote.
I would rather die before voting for. I'm giving it to he is the most equipped for these types of situations, and honestly, the idea of being able to further push Lobert into too far to go back territory and seeing how he gets his way out of it is probably going to be some of the funniest stuff we're going to get.
This is so
It's
true.
Fair.
There have been many situations in this campaign where Lobrin has been sidelined a little bit, so I'm glad to see that he's having his moment.
Oh, this is his time to shine, baby.
Absolutely getting his moment.
For my part, I have to tell you, I practiced all day trying to get a French accent down, and then it just disappeared the moment I tried to do it.
It worked out perfectly regardless.
It's okay.
I heard it. I heard it come through a little bit.
It was a great session.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, well, there's definitely...
No, I did hear a tiny, like, I heard, like, you trying, like, towards the end. In the beginning, it just sounded like female Strahd, but then I was like, no, he's getting it.
She did like a semester abroad in France, maybe.
Here's the thing.
That was kind of the.
At like
you were
noon
getting it
today.
the
At
end.
noon today, I was like, I'm gonna have Strahd introduce everyone. I'm gonna go from like a Transylvanian accent to a French accent, and I'm not gonna be able to do the transition. I already know.
No,
and that's exactly what happens. And,
yeah, but like you started to pick it up. Like I started to hear the French.
French is tough to consistently hit.
I gotta tell you,
French is a really hard one.
That like uvular like R thing they do, can't stand it.
I can't even.
If you're
to
French, stop it.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, congratulations.
Except if you're one of our subs and you're from France, then we love
Just
you.
stop being French. Just like, you know.
What about my French made Warforged, Derek, that I'm introducing in the next campaign?
French Warforged. Well, no, you did great tonight.
Well, big congrats to Lobrin for that, and also big congrats to all of you. Each and every one of you did a great job being your characters and going into this incredibly tense.
I almost shot him. I wasn't gonna lie.
We did the best we could when the dice were being mean.
Can you tell me again what Aragorn did when I kissed him on the cheek when I ran away? I forget. I need to know for personal
Say it again
reasons.
so she can clip it.
I got so fucking lost, dude.
I don't want to clip it. I just want to hear it. Like I forget what he did.
He blushed and went like Patrick Starr in that like scene where he's like.
No, he kind of was too stunned to speak for a second. Didn't get a witty comeback out like he usually is.
Okay.
At any rate, thank you all for joining us. I love each and every one of you. I'm going to be under your beds tonight to give you a little kiss on the forehead when you go to sleep in your bed. Don't worry, I'll wait until you're asleep, and then I'll give you a kiss on the forehead, and then I will depart from your room very slowly, quietly. You won't even know I was there.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm cutting Derek off now. Community inspiration.
Lock your doors tonight. Lock your doors tonight.
Community inspiration has been posted in the Discord server. Be sure to hop on over there if you want to vote for who you think should get another point of inspiration for the coming session.
We have stickers. We have shirts. We have a YouTube for VODs.
And we're sending a raid.
We are.
Our buddy.
Twitter question mark.
And listen to me, Air DJ Woodstock 99.
My
What
God.
the fuck are you on
So we're
about?
sending a raid to No Nat Ones, aka our good friend Brogan. He's doing a subathon right now, and we should show him some love. He's playing Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, we love Brogan.
Oh, that game is so
I also just want to
cool.
say to everybody, I'm playing Call of Duty, and I have to say, sir, you're a Call of Cutie.
Oh my God, knock it off.
I hate you.
All right, we're going, but we'll see you on Monday, lovelies. Bye bye.
Everybody.
Thank you very much. Mwah.
See everyone.